Hello, and welcome to the stream. I want you to imagine yourself in a dank basement, Led Zeppelin playing in the background, black lights are on, Mountain Dew is out and at room temperature. Crinkling in the background as a bag of Funyuns opens, the one disrespectful asshole who decided it was a good idea to bring Frito-Lays to a D&D game. Here we are, in a room, in a place, in the world. Boom. The party is in front of you, and the stream is ready to begin. Welcome, everyone, to our first inaugural D&D stream. Today we'll be DM'd by Nye. Say hello, Nye.
Hi, everyone.
You guys will have to let me know how the audio is. We are now, just so you guys know the technical. That little black bloop at the top there is the microphone that we're using for the party. Nye gets her own mic because she's special. And also the narrator of the story.
So special.
I'm gonna go quiet now and let the story do its thing. Enjoy. Perfect.
All right. Welcome, everyone, to the first stream into the world of Extelis. Let us begin. All of you wake up, bleary-eyed, very uncomfortable. You with an aching head. In the backseat of a moving wagon, in a steel cage. The three of you are currently tied to that cage, and you are manacled to it.
Wonderful.
As I described at the end of your session 0, you see the person across from you beginning to stir as you were the first one to awaken. Describe your characters to one another. The four of you are otherwise, besides yourselves, alone in this wagon.
Wait a minute. Oh, I guess I'll go first.
Of course.
I am a very tall, thin high elf. I have lavender-colored skin, bright purple hair, and just as bright purple eyes. Wearing a heavy, long leather coat. My right arm is covered in a large leather work glove, and boots. Nothing I'm wearing is clean. Mostly from like work and soot. It's been restitched together. There are obvious parts of my wardrobe here to be missing. My left arm is much more bare, and there's dents in my coat where there used to be armor. I've been stripped for bare and manacled.
I am a 5'5" short kind of human boy who is kind of on the skinny side with short, messy brown hair. Pretty normal looking, to be honest. And at the moment, I'm just wearing basic peasant clothes and a holy symbol around my neck. And that is it.
Very good. I'm a 6-foot slender cat creature. I'm just wearing leather. Just picture leather. No, so basically it's a very leather feminine outfit.
Dragons.
Yeah, Imagine Leather. It's the newest one. Newest album's coming out next week.
Best parody band.
Tell your friends.
This to really put a little bit extra detail in it, black cat. Plain and simple.
One large Blackford tabaxi.
Yes.
Annabelle.
I'm a dragonborn. I'm white with black spots, kind of like a Dalmatian. I'm old, so I have like an old lady look. I'm an old lady. I have like typical old lady raggedy robes. I look like I am a hermit, so I, look like a poor hermit type thing. I have herbal bags and stuff because I can do herbs. Herbs.
I do the pots.
I do the special herbs.
So
I'm having a great time.
As I stated before, you find yourselves tied, and in your case, manacled to the bars. With no one else but yourselves to interact with at the moment as the wagon rolls along, occasionally bumping as it goes along the rough terrain.
Scratch off some dried blood from the side of my head.
I fall back asleep.
As the three of you can see, the elf looks like he's probably been clubbed over the head a few times.
That's accurate.
Like he looks like he's stupid? Or...
No, like he's actually got dried blood on his skin.
Oh, like physically
It looks like while the rest of you were drugged, he had to be knocked unconscious.
Morning.
I'm gonna go back to sleep.
I'll wake up and this will be gone.
No.
It's like the humans in denial.
They generally are. Simpler folk.
Touche.
You have an herb for that?
So you gesture into your bag with your hands tied.
Like, there's an app for that. There's an herb for
Also,
that.
as I told
There's
you
always
before,
one for that.
you can see the key to your manacles hung tauntingly above the paladin's head. Who has gone back to sleep instead of trying to escape.
This is fine. It'll all be over soon.
Weird dream, man.
I want to try and
I've
like
had this dream before.
shimmy
I just
off
feel
one
best.
of my boots. Get it so it's like half on my foot, and then just like flick it up the pallet.
Give me a dex check.
When you- I'll see if you hit me first. And then...
You're not awake, so you're not
Nat
dodging.
20.
Yeah, you just boot to the
Son
face.
of a
just
hoe!
boom.
Not first roll of the game.
Son of a hoe!
So yeah, you get a boot to the face.
That's never happened in this dream before.
Might want to wake up, lads. We're in a bit of a tight spot.
Oh man.
If you could be so kind, the keys above your head.
You're tied at a bit of an awkward angle, but you can try and like maneuver your way up.
Did I get it?
Yeah, like you can like get the edges of it, and you're having to like
Clink, clink,
slowly,
clink, clink.
and you eventually manage to clink it into your palm. It is going to be very difficult to throw with just a wrist motion.
Should I trust you?
Well, for one, you would. Well, it seems whoever's clipped you over the head and has me locked in the same cage as you has done the same to you. So if we work together, we could get out of here.
Okay.
Give me a strength check to try and huck that with just your wrist.
Oh my god.
Eh.
That one!
Eh. Clink, like at your feet.
Like
Oh,
spins
for
around my
fuck's
dick.
sake.
Sorry. Let me try that again. Can I just like?
You can like try to kick it over.
Can I like? Yeah. Can I-
Yeah.
Reach out with my
So,
now
it's
bootless
much
shoe.
easier to do to just in.
I'm gonna like. Did it land like in his boot?
No, oh, because the boot didn't fall. Like it hit
Aw.
you and then fell down.
Okay. So I'm
Soft
gonna
leather,
like try and
unfortunately.
kick it over to him.
Yeah, reach out. I'm like a long leg.
Yeah, he gets it like just within reach, so you're like having to tow it over like a kid trying to pick something up monkey style.
So can I get the key?
Yeah,
Alright, I'm
barely.
gonna just-
Can I
come on,
break
key.
these cuffs?
You want to try and break the ropes?
Can I break these cuffs?
Give me a strength check.
I want to break these cuffs.
After going through all of that, just
16.
yeah, you after
Yes!
you just strayed and
Just
the
as I
rope
hear,
ripped.
just as I hear the
I'm
clip.
like, wait a second, this is just rope.
Fucking right! Oh.
I mean, be a deer and help a
Oh
cat.
yeah, sure. I'll die.
I'm sorry I can
Untie.
be here.
Is there someone else in
I'm
here?
up
Or
for
no,
that.
just the
Four
four
of you.
I should like just bring a thing of tea. I'm ready for that.
Thanks.
Are you like pulling
Scary
out,
witch lady.
pulling out the herbal kit they
Yeah.
left with you because it wasn't a threat and like trying to make tea?
Thank you, scary witch lady.
Here we have everyone's sweet, lovely grandma.
Now, as much as we all appreciate the sentiment of a nice warm
Auntie
drink, I don't
recaps.
think now's the time.
Are you sure? It's always the time.
I'm
Helps you out.
pretty positive we're in a tight spot.
Keep it down back there!
Exactly. Alright, what do we have here? It's just a barren cage, nothing.
Yeah, you are in like an iron cage that's been covered over with the top of a covered wagon so that
Oh.
outside viewers can't see that there's a cage inside.
Oh, perfect. So
Is there like a door
I can...
There's
Or-
there's like a locked door.
on the outside or like near our captors?
Like towards the back of the wagon.
Okay.
And you're currently moving at a fairly slow pace down what feels like a very rough road.
Ooh, what if we all run to one side of the wagon and then back to the other and then over and then over and it just
Alternatively, I can try and pick this lock.
I love you suggesting trying to
Touche.
tip the cage.
Yeah, how many of your tools on me? Because I stripped me of everything.
Do I still have my
Give
thieves' tools on
me
me?
a sleight of hand check to see if you were able to keep one hidden on you that they couldn't find, because this would have been something you did in advance.
Alright, I forgot to write down thieves' tools.
You have these tools too?
Yeah.
20.
Yeah, you.
Nice!
The elf just. Do you have any of your tools on you? And you like reach the hem of your pants and pull out a lockpick.
Always.
Before you go for the door, give me about a minute. And I'm gonna take the metal shackles they left behind. Horse mistake. Raised by dwarves. I can do anything with metal. And I'm going to start preparing my thunderclap cantrip into the shackles and just ready both ends of the metal in my hands. Just right with
Oh, no.
with the keys, get some runes into it. If it's an item, I can make some magic.
All right.
Pick that door.
Picking the door.
Picked it.
Give me a dex check.
Plus proficiency.
Yep, plus proficiency because you're using your thieves' tools.
God damn it. Where is my
So
dexterity?
it'll be
You
2
just
plus
go-
dexterity.
Yeah.
12.
Well, dex mod.
Proficiency and dexterity.
So
Yeah.
By the way,
well
Annabelle,
over 20.
Whenever
Like
I
it-
ask you
what?
to add something
Yeah.
to a roll for, like, if I ask you to add dex, it'll be the +2.
So it'd be
Okay.
like what? Like you add +5 and then +2. So 19.
19.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
didn't even put a good lock on this.
Hilarious.
Door swings open.
I wait for a guard to come.
As the door creaks open, the wagon starts to slow as they obviously heard the noise. And you hear the sound of someone whoop, poof, onto the dirt and then poof.
1 sec. Gotta look up thunderclap. Thunderclap. There you are.
A human with short blonde hair moves back to the back of the covered wagon to see what the hell that noise was.
Bump him in the nose.
Roll an attack!
Yay!
And you're gonna set off Thunderclap at the same time?
One, each other within 5 feet. Alright,
So I'm not proficient, so is it just strength?
Yeah, just be strength +1 for damage.
If I hit.
Yeah.
But I mean like how do I hit? I just roll and add strength?
yeah.
Alright, 20.
Wham! Right in the face.
So that's 3 damage.
Ah!
As he does that, 'cause I don't want to hit because the burst around me, I'm gonna push the small human to the side, and then holding the shackles, put magic runes and just loud thunderous clap.
Needs to make a dex save, yeah?
Con save.
Con save.
Everyone's eardrums pop.
Everyone within 100 feet can hear this.
He just had a bad day.
Oh, good.
Oh good!
3 thunder damage.
It also knocks them prone, correct? If I remember correctly?
No, that's
Okay.
that's Thunder Wave,
Okay,
which is
yeah.
a first level spell.
Got it. So yeah, boom! And he just poof as he's knocked, looking to see what the hell just happened. He just got punched in the face and then exploded, essentially.
Ow!
That's why I backed you up.
What?
Huh?
You hear movement stirring from the rest of the caravan
I
From the other
suggest we
wagons.
leave
No, it's hard to-
promptly.
as he's like dazed and confused and
That's like
like
an emotion.
stumbling away from the door.
Everyone, haul ass! And I'm gonna shoulder to the guy and try and tackle him to the ground so they
Okay.
can get out. Because I was currently blocking the door.
Cool.
So, athletics?
Yes.
Tackle? Alright.
I'll see if you can resist.
I'm okay at this. No, I'm not. That's a 10.
You lied to me.
Well, that beats his 7.
Yes!
So you like awkwardly shoulder check this guy to the ground and then scramble to your feet while he tries to figure out what is going on.
Can I jump out of the wagon and try to like take stock and see if I can find where our effects are kept?
Yeah, you jump out of the wagon, kind of having to adjust for a moment to the bright light of the sun after being in a covered wagon.
Yes.
And you can see, like, tied to the side are several of your bags, most likely with your things inside of them, so they could keep them nearby for selling purposes later.
Hey, cat lady,
Yes. Yeah.
can you like claw these off? Is that what cats do?
I mean, I do have claws, and yes, they are sharp, so sure.
While they're
Yay!
having a conversation, can I try and shackle this guy?
Oh yeah, just take the manacles.
Yeah.
Well, he's like figuring out what the fuck
One,
is going
an
on.
ankle to a wrist. That's what I'm going for. I'm not making this easier.
The worst.
Left ankle, right wrist.
And then
Right.
you just shove the key down his throat.
No, I pocket the key. I'm gonna use that later.
Take the key.
Yes, I'm gonna use my my claws.
Okay.
On these.
Kind of like rip the ropes
Yeah.
until you can get them off.
Think,
They're
think,
not
think,
tied nearly as tightly as you guys were, so
Yeah.
it doesn't take a lot
Yay.
of time. You're able to collect your possessions and scramble off as people stop their wagons and get off with weapons drawn.
I'm the whole ass.
Time to haul out.
But I'm on cheese. Never heard for that.
Quit making your tea, old lady, and run.
I have it up for when I need to haul ass. Surprise, it's opium. Alright.
I'm sure they will talk about this later.
This area of road is fairly open, but there
I
is
was gonna call it coffee.
there is a small corpse of white birch trees in the distance.
Do they look familiar?
No, they aren't the ones you ran into before.
Right.
Into the woods.
As we're running, I'm gonna try and get my gauntlet back onto my left arm. Putting on the
Good.
straps.
I haven't taken stock of my gear yet.
You
so
just
I'm
like threw on your backpack
It's
and
just
booked
it's
it.
on my back, and I'm just booking it for the trees.
Like I don't need
So,
weapons. I need to run.
I'm
Yeah.
specifically going for the gauntlet.
I just grabbed whatever was there, like,
And-
and like maxed out my
I'm
carrying
just holding
capacity,
my
and I was
ball.
like, okay, I'm going.
With
I
your-
don't know
with
if
your-
this is my stuff or someone else's, I'm just going.
With your ability as a tabaxi, you're actually like booking it double the speed of
Yeah,
everybody
yeah,
else.
pretty much.
No
I want to
kidding.
purposely make sure I fall to the rear of the group. I'm gonna try the same smoke trick once we get to the tree line.
Yeah, the tabaxi is like gone into the trees before you guys can really register what's going on.
I'm literally in a tree.
Like the Flash. Give me an athletics check if you're gonna climb a tree.
They have climb speed.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh, right, tabaxi.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so
20
you
feet,
just
yeah.
scamper straight up a tree. No problem at all.
Like a
Emblem says hello,
badass.
Al.
What?
Emblem says hello, Al. Just in case you wanted to lean in and wave at the camera real quick.
Emblem. Oh, my mom. Hi, mom.
Hi, Mari. The rest of you, it takes you about 30 seconds longer than it took the tabaxi to get to the tree line and scramble up it at
Except
top
for me,
speed.
it took a little longer. There's an old lady trying to drink my coffee.
I'm in the back trying to shove her along.
You're like,
It's just like
you're like,
splashing
as far as everyone
everywhere.
else is concerned, you're like half senile because you're like, oh, I'm trying to make my brew.
I gotta get my running shoes
Now's not
on.
the time, Grandma. Keep on moving. Can't leave the old bat behind.
Could we? No.
By the time
Not
they've
worth
got
the
the-
karma.
by the time they've got their wagons stopped, gotten their equipment out, and gotten like to run to catch up to you, you guys have a decent lead. They are still pursuing,
Yeah.
but you guys have made it to the tree line before they catch
I
up.
am going to take out my screwdriver, turn the bolt of my glove so it sparks, and shock and grasp into the wet foliage.
Okay. Yeah, it kind of smokes up a bit. Gives you guys a bit of a smoke screen.
And now back to running.
Well, still running.
Yeah.
Kind of just like trying to follow the back
Is,
in the
is
trees.
anyone just trying to put?
Who the
Are you
fuck
guys
is
just
the
trying to
cat?
put distance, or are you guys trying to be stealthy?
I'm trying to put this.
I'm trying
Yes.
to put distance first, stealth later.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what the smoke screen is for. It's supposed to compensate for the fact that we're hauling ass right now.
So as soon as I, like, even for a second, don't hear them behind us, then we'll stealth.
Yeah.
Okay. They chase you guys for a bit. Despite the smoke screen, several of them are able to keep up with you rather well. Well, not you. You're hard to keep up with. And they're all humans. So, as they're chasing you, you hear one of them go, "Don't let them get through the trees! Oh, we are fucked. Cager's gonna be pissed!" And at the point where you hear that, you burst through the tree line into what appears to be a small town.
Oh, good. Buildings.
Into the town!
I'm
They'll
still
never find
rummaging
us
through
here.
my bag as I go. And can I find my mask that's enchanted with message?
Yeah.
All right, throw it on. In the island, can I see any villagers, guards, any human being?
Yeah, there are a few people moving around.
All right, the moment I see them, that counts as being familiar with them. So I cast message into my mask. And there are slavers coming! You better run! Tell someone, please! And just busting out the tree line.
You see, the first person that you see is a young gnome woman who is carrying like a large amount of supplies towards what appears to be an inn. And she stops, tenses for a second as she gets your message, and goes, "I get the guards! Those assholes are moving through our turf again!" And you hear a bunch of people starting to mobilize.
Oh boy. That was a good squeak.
Sorry.
That was his gauntlet.
Yeah.
Travel gauntlet.
Into it.
The first thing
Probably.
you notice is that nobody who's mobilizing has any armor on. The second
Wonderful.
thing you notice is that none of them are carrying weapons. That this doesn't seem to be slowing them down any.
Oh God.
Magic casters?
Do any of them look gold?
Does anyone have history?
No.
Bitch, I might.
If not, you can roll int checks.
Bitch, I don't.
If
In
okay, you can
check
roll
it is.
Yeah.
14.
Okay.
8.
You have no idea where
12.
you are. You're in a town. It's a good town.
Sure is
They
a
seem
town.
like nice people.
Sure is a town.
How'd you do?
10.
Okay. Yeah. Essentially, the three of you are like, we're in a town somewhere. You, with your 14, actually recognize this place. This is somebody who has studied a bit of the arcane through your artifice. This place is known as Mystic's Hollow. It has an unusually high number of spellcasters. Approximately 80% of the population can wield at least basic magic. They produce some of the best spellcasters in the kingdom.
Does anyone know where the hell we are?
So you see a bunch of people and you're like, oh, I think I know where we are. You see a bunch of people without armor, without weapons, like line up, and as the first of the slavers breaks the trees after you guys, he gets a firebolt in the face.
Yeah.
I like watch them like.
The moment you're like, I'm like, oh, we're in Mystic's Hollow. Oh, we're in Mystic's Hollow. And I hit the ground. Was it Mystic Hollow or Mystic?
Mystic's Hollow.
Mystic's Hollow.
As a barrage of low-level spells and cantrips goes off above you guys, aimed back into the tree line, and you hear the guys who captured you, like, backpedaling and turning to run into the trees.
Shit.
We're fucked!
You said 80% should cast basic magic?
Yeah. No one's sure why, but this area produces a very high level of magic casters, both sorcerers and wizards. Most of them aren't higher than basic, but there are a few powerful ones that come out of this town.
Well, I feel safe outside. Can we find some shelter?
That would be preferable.
I'm
The
gonna head
guys
towards
running
that
off.
inn.
Yeah.
The first guy to take a
in.
firebolt with a face like backpedals is, we're screwed, leg it! We're screwed.
Cheese it!
So
I'm heading towards that
inn?
inn that
Yeah.
Gnome was heading towards.
Yeah.
Alright.
in.
And I
Let's
have
get
a conversation with
In
Signal.
the inn?
You have a conversation. You just
I
found
am an old lady that speaks Gnomish.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
she,
How are you?
she yelled and then moved into the inn.
Probably
Like, she
have,
was
like,
like, I'm
weird
carrying too many
accent.
supplies to do anything right now.
Back to work.
Want some herbs?
You talking to the gnome woman?
The sign outside the inn is a wood-carved picture of a bent old woman and says the Hag's Grove.
I'm a bit
Is it her inn?
No.
Wait, is the hag
Wonderful.
that... Did I
Well, I mean,
call it a hag?
there's a woodcut of a hag. It's
Yeah.
not an actual. There's not an actual hag outside waving her arms or anything.
That'd be
Come to my inn!
The Hag's Grove.
Why are you waving our inflatable tube man?
Wacky,
a hag?
wacky waving arm inflatable hag woman.
Hag's Grove.
I'm a hag.
Oh no.
Now that we're not running a mile a minute, the gauntlet I put on is the one thing I own that isn't beat to shit like all of my other stuff. It's actually polished steel with gold gilding on it.
Looks like
Piece of shit.
Everything else that I have is like beat, indented.
If you say I am inevitable, I'm going to kill you.
No, not gold plated.
Someone in
like
full
some
plate with a
trim to it.
gem-covered gauntlet. Just, I am Iron Man.
it looks like one of my last scores actually.
Pull the strap a little tighter.
Let's go.
So you guys make your way into the inn, which is cozy, actually, and fairly spacious, despite probably...
I sit down in the first seat close to the door.
The gnome woman who you messaged just kind of wanders up to the bar, sets everything down, and starts sorting through everything. Goes, well, welcome to town. Sorry for the rough entry. Good job escaping, though. Most people don't make it.
Where's your church?
There's one down the way to the Magus.
Drink, please.
I leave.
What kind?
Any. Strong.
You got it.
Make that two.
I leave and go to the church.
She pulls out two, like, stone pint mugs that look like they're dwarven make, fills them up with, like, this frothy ale, and sets one in front of each of you.
Much.
He goes, you just escaped from slavers. I don't know how much you've got on you, and I'm not taking it for the first drink.
Well, grateful.
Cheers to that.
Alright, let's pick up my cup.
Anything for you, love?
Splash it all over everything.
A
Damn
little
it.
bit of brandy.
Take off my message mask. Just shrug. And Alpha drinks like a dwarf. Down in the ale.
And I'm just like milking it.
This is definitely good dwarven brew, by the way.
Oh, it tastes like home. Alright. How much for the second mug?
She goes, they're 3 coppers each.
I take out a silver and just keep them coming.
You got it. Meanwhile, you make your way to the church, which is a small temple to the god the Magus, which is the god of
sorry, I
magic.
think I have a gold coin because that's all I have. Sorry, I got used to playing Pathfinder 2
I
already.
mean, she's more than willing to split the chain for you.
No,
Chain
I
for you.
give her the
Okay.
gold and say keep it coming.
Perfect.
The Magus.
Yeah, you're in alcohol for a good long while then. She gave you the strongest, cheapest thing she has.
So there's 3 copper a piece. It's a 10-to-1 ratio, so 10... I don't know how much booze I just bought.
You bought
Like
the bar.
30. 30 of those.
You effectively bought like a keg.
I hope you're sharing.
Oh, yeah! We all just went through hell. And I'm assuming eventually the paladin will come back, or... Well, I don't know.
The boy.
The religious boy.
The religious boy.
Oh, when we were locked up, did we see... You said he had a...
He said he had a holy symbol.
Did we see what god it was to?
As a symbol of the All-Mother.
Yep, alright.
It's a pair of encapsulating hands holding the world.
Cool.
The depictions of her, though, can sometimes. Anyway, so you made your way to the town's local church. It has small areas devoted to the other gods, but it is definitely a church primarily devoted to the Magus.
Okay. I'm just going to ask if I can have some water and bread and shit.
Yeah. No, the cleric who's tending the church is more than willing to provide anyone who comes with
And
basic necessities.
And I like to tell them who I am and stuff. Not that it matters
Grab my
that
notes
much.
because I'm going to forget names.
I'm putting all of my equipment back on.
He introduces himself as Cyril Highwater. He is a human, a little taller than you are, not quite 6 feet, with dark black hair and bright green eyes. And he is more than willing to provide you with bread and water and welcomes you to his church.
I'm rifling through my stuff
Glad
to
to
make
have
sure
a
I have everything.
Glad to have a fellow member of the faithful, even if it's not the same god.
Thank you.
Yep, everything.
I'm just gonna chillax for a little bit.
If anything was broken or damaged, I'm pretty good at repairs.
I don't think any of us said the name of our characters.
I don't think anyone's had any time to give any information besides
Yeah, we kind
basic
of just bolted,
looks.
so.
Yeah, you were kind of running from something. You'll have time to get to know each other now. Except for the paladin who wandered off. I'm gonna go to church, guys.
Well,
Bye,
other
guys.
than Nerdy over there leaving for religion.
Religion.
Who the hell are you?
Name is Rix Valar Goldhand, but you can call me Rix.
Well, trade name Smoke and Mirror. You can just call me Mimi.
Maybe it is.
I am Bishmots Einsiedler.
I'm gonna call you Grandma.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a lot easier to remember.
You just hear like a stifled laugh from the gnome behind the bar.
Give her a nod.
Just gonna call you Gammy.
Guess we'll find out about Religion Boy later.
Are you just gonna hang at the church for a while, or are you heading back?
I'm gonna hang out there until I realize that maybe I should go thank the people that saved my life.
So
15,
15-20 minutes.
20 minutes, I eat some food, drink some water.
He effectively provides you with trail rations, some dried meat, bread, water, a little bit of
and I
cheese.
eat and I drink, and I'm like,
Being
I'm a
mild,
dick.
being mild.
oh man, I'm a prick!
Being mildly understanding of the situation, he might just need his god to help de-stress after that. I
Yeah.
do make sure that a seat at our table is left open for him, and there is a drink waiting.
You do find, since you're the one person who's actually gotten to walk through the town a bit, there's a small general store, a smithy, the inn and tavern you've already been to, and the church. There's also a small carriage, which appears to be a traveling merchant in town at the moment.
Store.
Smithy, traveling merchant. What else?
The church, which you've already been to,
Mm,
and
yeah.
the inn and tavern, and a small general goods store.
Spaghetti Smike. So I realized that I was a dick, and I go back.
Whoops! Religion got in the way of friendship again, everyone.
Whoops. Oh, you. So I head back to the tavern, and I
Your bundled up armor
I
alongside
I sheepishly poke him, I God, they're still here. Okay. Play it cool. I go in.
Welcome back, boy. Got a drink waiting for you. Have a seat.
Thanks. I don't drink, but thank you.
I get this look on my face like that sentence is entirely alien to me.
How do you not drink?
I don't. I just never have.
As you guys are having this discussion, the little gnomish tavern owner comes back over, balancing 3 trays of food, and sets one in front of each of you and goes, "There you are. Figured you need something in your bellies after whatever you've been through, and something to soak up some of that alcohol before you get really, really drunk."
Probably a good idea.
I've never had this practice before, but sure. If you're paying, I'm gonna gobble this up right now.
Mm-hmm. I start scarfing it down.
It's been days.
Yeah. I know it's
Has,
bad.
has been a while since you have a meal that hasn't knocked you out and left you waking up in a cage, so...
I'm gonna eat this wearily, though.
Yeah, it's like I
Trust no one!
I reach up to her like, you wouldn't happen to have bandages or anything on you, would you?
Have a herb for that.
Does she?
Yeah, she can basically poultice something that'll...
Amazing!
So, Grandma, do you actually have an herb for that, or
Do you
is
wanna-
this just your coined
So,
phrase?
just what you
give me
say.
a check with your herbalism kit. So roll your d20, and then add wisdom plus proficiency modifier.
7,
So 8, 9, 10,
11.
Yeah, she like whips out a bunch of like leaves and a mortar and pestle and like crushes them up and like reaches over and starts patting them up on your head.
Oh, that smells rank.
It smells awful, but it does feel better. Like the pain is
Okay.
gone.
But do we have a healer's kit with bandages to hold the poultice to my head? So it's not dripping
Just
into
one
my
hand. Just
You
hold
only
one
need
hand.
one
No,
hand.
which
I only
one
had
can-
a herbal kit,
no.
sorry.
The gnomish woman comes up with a cloth, a clean one, and hands it to you.
Thank you.
The dirtiest one she could find.
It is a dirty, disgusting rag.
It's
I-
clean, right?
Tie it at an angle of my head
not-
so
it's
my
fine.
purple hair is like out the side of it. My hair doesn't always look like I've been electrocuted recently. It's just always like, it's short on the sides of the top. Like,
Class.
This is why I like being short hair.
She's, I'm Annette, by the way, Annette Hotfoot. I'm the owner of this here tavern. If you need anything, let me know.
much appreciated.
Yeah, much appreciated. Are there any jewels around?
What?
I mean, probably some. I'm sure some.
No,
out
like
there.
jewels.
Oh, you're asking me, not her.
Big jewels.
Okay, I was really confused as to why you just asked the tavern keeper that.
Hey, you got any valuables that I can fucking take?
You don't see any like gemstones or anything like that laying around the tavern. There are a few like knickknacks and curios. A couple of like you know, have you ever been to one of those bars that has like pictures of famous people that have visited the bar?
Yeah.
There's a few like paintings of people that have come from the town that became famous, and like each painting has something under them that was like used by them when they were like an apprentice.
Okay.
So there's like a couple of wands, a staff, an orb, that kind of thing.
Interesting.
Like she definitely is very invested in the history of this town and has been here for quite a while.
Okay.
Like, but no one has still asked what my name is.
What's your
Which is
name,
fine.
kid?
Damn it. Could have gone this whole session without telling you guys my name. It's David.
Nice to meet you, David. Misintroduced me before. Name's Rex. This is Grandma and Mimi.
Bishmots, if you want to call me by my actual name.
Schmonts?
Bishmots.
Okay.
Ah, Grandma.
Yeet!
If I didn't eat it from my artist's information, I wouldn't have it. I'm gonna print it off for next time.
Yeet. Yes? God? Is that you?
If God were one of
God is
us.
speaking to you right now. You should be drinking.
You should be drinking.
It's your mom.
Mom?
She's commenting on things.
So, you've had a bit of time to respite in the tavern, take a breath. And you find yourself in a fairly friendly territory full of what appears to be a decently organized militia, honestly, despite being all mages.
I spend some more time eating and drinking, preparing my spells.
This is the shortest militia I've ever seen.
My crossbow was still my stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't appear any of your things had been taken or sold yet. They probably hadn't reached
Not
a
my type of
town
militia,
since taking
but
you in.
I respect their efficiency.
If anyone's
Everyone
stuff,
of the battle spell to the edge of town!
if anyone has anything that either has moving parts or is made of metal that was damaged or destroyed after it was stolen or during our escape, I have the tools to fix that and freely offer to do so.
All right.
So if anyone has armor that was dented, or also has a crossbow with some part snapped, or
Do I have it? No, I have javelins.
Isn't my armor just me?
Yeah. It looks like
Pick up the javelin.
it looks like
I am
everything.
armor.
It looks like everything survived the journey. They were probably intending to sell it along with you.
The first time I've been sold.
paranoid that will happen to any of us again. I like compulsively like take javelins, sharpen them, like I grab everyone's stuff with it,
Prepare!
polished and sharpened, and put in the perfect shape.
Be
As I
prepared.
my ball.
I've taken
Eat.
stock of my stuff and realized I have everything. So,
Yes.
and that's not much.
I go through, and if there's anything that's not mine, I will
Checking
give
all
it
the
to
hidden
appropriate
pockets in your
person.
backpack that no one would be able to find.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I just, like, grabbed sacks off the wagon, so I just, like, dump everything on the table.
You do have a bunch of like assorted traveling goods and like
Look at my bolts.
what?
Oh, there they are.
Any food?
Yeah. There's probably a good 5 or 6 days worth of trail rations all told that weren't yours already.
Interesting. Rations.
There's also a total of 10 gold, probably from other people they captured that are probably still with the other wagons.
Whoops.
Y'all want some gold?
Can we divvy that up?
2, 4, 6, 8, and 2 for the bartender.
Thank you, love. Just hop up to the table and grab it.
So, where are y'all from?
Nowhere in particular. I'm traveling around
Never
for the last
decided.
20 years.
North.
Do you want to see the map? Because I know you never did decide on what town you were from.
No, I didn't. So I don't know where I'm from. I have a concussion.
I particularly don't remember where I'm from. I was a slave for a long time.
You're most likely either from
That's
Stars
unfortunate.
Rest or one of the farming towns nearby,
That's unfortunate.
based on what church you worship.
Where would I be from?
You could have been from
Together,
any of a
the
number
time
of
we
very
should've happened
small
again.
towns scattered throughout different regions.
So just
Your backstory kind of fits anywhere.
name a town.
Like, come up with a name and I'll make it exist.
You're from
Well,
insert.
since my
town
name,
name here.
Germany.
No.
Oh,
It can't be a name from the real world, sorry.
right. Bob. I'm from the town of Bob. This is how good I am at making up names now. You want to make
That's
up a
okay.
name?
No, it's fine. There's now a town called Bob now.
Yay!
It might not even actually be called Bob.
Yeah, that's just
might
what,
call it
You're a
that.
crazy hermit. That's probably just
Yeah.
what you call it.
I'm gonna call this town Bob. This is Greenwood.
You've literally never talked to anyone unless they came for your medical treatment and you're a crazy old lady, so who the
Well, obviously it's
knows?
a small fishing town, and she spent a lot of her time just staring at the
The bobbers.
bobbers on the poles.
It's called Bob now.
Her shack was there before the settlement, so it's like never even asked what they called the place.
Static did just say the town of Bob. My best friend is from that town.
Thank you, Static. Hi, bestie.
I'm from Grimstone.
That
Yeah.
is the largest dwarven city.
That sounds like the saddest place.
It's not. That's mostly what people from outside the city call it, because they found a big bleak door in the side of a mountain and went, "This is a horrifying, grim place.
Amazing.
We'll call it Grimstone." And then they found out dwarves lived inside who were kind of offended at the name.
Oh, so they Columbused it.
Yeah. The name stuck in the common tongue.
Bastards.
I just learned that it's easier to say
That's me,
Grimstone
but
than
I'm also
the dwarven name and see if anyone understands what the fuck I'm talking about.
That's fair.
Well, I'm from Bob. They kicked me out of the village. So I was wandering
Never heard of
around.
Bob.
Haven't heard of Bob.
It's a little town off by the giant lake there.
Sure.
Mhm.
A really big lake.
You're like, is she from one of the towns near the lake I lived near?
Lady, I've seen a lot of lakes in my
Same
travels.
town.
She's talking about Highwater?
It's a really big one. Can
She's
see the
probably-
land on the other
Sure.
side.
Okay.
and
She's probably
we're-
talking about one of the many villages around Highwater. None of which
Right.
are called Bob.
Okay.
Sure.
The villagers weren't impressed with me after a while. They used to be impressed. They were like, "Oh, hey, old lady, give me some herbs to make me happy." And then all of a sudden, they didn't want me anymore. So they told me, "Hey, old lady, get out." So I did.
Al's character has the face of, "I followed with a drug dealer."
So,
Just a hint
anyway,
of, should I report this to the guard? I don't think I want to.
so where do we go from here?
I'm looking for the next score, so
Coin is always appreciated.
I'm
Okay.
looking more for jewels.
Say
Not
coin or
coin.
conning?
Coin.
Oh. I was like, excuse the fuck out of me.
Now that it's been pointed out to you what town you're actually in, you know this is near where you were trying to get to. So the
Oh,
shrine you're
cool.
looking for is somewhere nearby.
Well, according to my wrist, I'm very close to where I was supposed to be going. And it could be dangerous if you'd like to accompany me.
I'm always up for anything, honestly.
Well, I don't know if anyone else caught it, but
I
when
will accompany
that,
this small
uh,
child.
Gnome shouted for help, apparently she said that they were in their territory again.
I'm 18.
So traveling in numbers might be a good idea.
You're a small child.
I'm 18.
They're only 18?
I am an adult!
I'm an adult.
An old
All
lady.
right.
You're a small child.
Humans.
You're a small child. You're a small child too.
Everyone's a small child.
Meanwhile,
Excuse me,
because of the
I'm
life...
120 years old,
Yeah,
thank
meanwhile,
you
because
very
of the
much.
lifespan of Dragonborns, you're like 60.
Yeah. I mean, travel in packs.
Probably the best idea.
Not one to normally travel in packs, but well,
Perhaps
give
you
it a
see
try.
that Yoko's
I have a
been-
question, just so I have a better
helping you
understanding.
out
Are you
there.
more like Black House Cat or like Black Jungle Cat in structure?
Like jungle cat. Panther.
Panther type.
Yeah.
I dig it.
More like
Not
Panther stood up on
the
its
next
hind
thing.
legs with your hands.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tabaxi more traditionally jungle cat looking than
Gotta
these.
compare you to my cats.
Whatever works.
It's more like Nox than Nyx.
Yeah, he's got like half panther face.
Yeah.
Not quite, but
He's
almost.
got panther face.
From over at the bar, you hear Annette go, "Well, if you're looking for anything weird, there's a door no one's ever been able to open in the woods."
Door?
Oh, doors.
I like cracking into things.
Adorable.
Doors Roberts.
It's been a not I wouldn't call it like a tourist attraction, but I mean occasionally adventurers come and try to figure it out. No one's ever gotten in, as far as I know.
Last name was Hotfoot, right?
Yes.
Is she the owner or just the
Ooh,
bar?
we gotta
The
bust that
owner.
open.
Now is it door
Can't
that
say no to a
talks to
challenge.
inanimate objects, or is it an actual door?
Does anyone know what's behind this, Annette?
Like I said, as far as I know, no one's ever opened it. It's got some kind of shifting, twisting magic lock and some sort of chimes on it. I really don't know much about it besides that a lot of adventurers have tried and failed.
Fun.
Oh, can we please open this?
I unroll thieves' tools, tinker's tools, and smithing equipment. Like, oh, I'm going to enjoy
I'm gonna compare
this.
my thieves' tools with your thieves' tools.
I also have these tools.
Those are some pretty decent quality. Where'd you get those?
Around.
I have procured them of my own ways.
I've never been too
Really
far north,
nice
so I'm just
thieves'
curious as
tools,
to my.
really old thieves' tools, really average thieves' tools.
Like
I have
these
dwarven-made equipment.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
my thieves' tools are just like they're just like cobbled together from like 100 different sets. They look like they're just like
It's like a
I got
dwarven-made
those
lockpick and like a window cutting piece
I
that's
have
like
3
elven.
daggers.
yeah.
It's like my only
A lot
tool.
of it's, like,
3
really
daggers.
They all
Nice.
spread out. They all
And
spread
I
out their
sharpen
thieves'
them.
tools, and you just set your daggers on the table.
Oh my god. Does the barkeep say anything?
At this point, I think she's pretty inured to
I
this.
take out the
fair.
whetstone from my smithing tools and make sure it's nice and sharp and give them them back. Yes, I give sharp knives to the crazy old lady. I don't care. I don't want to get captured again.
We can't leave her alone. We gotta keep an eye on Grandma.
I'm gonna keep an eye on Grandma.
Be careful, Grandma.
Sharp items. Don't cut yourself.
We all stay together for our safety, and we keep her with us for everyone else's safety.
Accurate.
She's got a nerve for that, apparently. So I'm fine with keeping her
We've got
around.
an herb and a tool for every job.
Yeah.
As long as you got catnip, I'm fine.
I
Oh boy.
Okay. She can stay.
You can stay.
Wonderful.
Okay. Well, can you do you have a map of the area? Or do you know where we can procure one?
I mean, there's a general goods store on the other side of town. They probably got one. I don't keep maps around the bar very often.
Marvelous.
I actually set mine on fire when I was trying to escape.
Thank you very much for your help. I'm going to go to the general goods store.
All right.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, I'm following.
You guys walk into this small general goods store, and
Is it like physically small?
Physically
Can she
small.
get in the door?
Yeah, she can. She's not huge.
Okay.
She's not like massive.
Okay.
Just cooking.
Damn.
I'm just asking.
It's-
Anytime I'm like beast race, they must be huge.
It is a store about the size of this room.
That's fair.
Oh wow.
So, like,
Okay.
the walls are lined with shelves with stuff. There's stuff hanging up behind the... Like, this edge of the room would have, like, a big counter, and there's just an old dwarf sitting on
So
other
the
side
4 of
it.
us plus a shopkeep, it's kind of tight.
Yeah, it's crowded in
Yeah,
here.
I'm
Like,
gonna
you're having
stay
to, like,
outside.
sit around the
A
walls.
dwarf, you say?
Yes.
Are you
I
gonna try
shove
and
my
steal
way to
something?
the front.
As soon as he sees, like, the armor you're wearing and the
Nothing of
signet on it,
interest.
Yeah,
No.
right on the breastplate, right?
he goes, "Don't see that often."
Who'd
you
you kill?
mentioned before that I might have a clan dagger, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Your dagger would likely be a
Yeah,
clan dagger.
this is my first time meeting a dwarf. Outside of the halls before leaving, I was told this might occur. So just as kind of like a badge of proof, I take out the clan dagger and I put it on the counter.
Picks it up. And the armor's obviously fitted to you.
I remember for the past 40 years.
Gold hand, eh?
Last of them, unfortunately.
Son and Blackrock.
That's
That
my
makes
ship.
us cousins, kinda.
I don't know if the news has come this far yet, but unfortunately the last of the gold hand were lost in a goblin assault.
Last.
Someone out pushing papers decided to be the best idea to send an entire clan the size of a battalion by themselves. No cleric, no artificer.
That's not the first time they've driven out a clan that way, I suppose, but... Well,
Dirty bureaucratic.
there's a reason I don't live in Grimstone anymore. What can I do for y'all?
Do you have any teapots?
Yeah. What kind?
Metal kind that won't break like my last one.
Traveler's kettle. Got it.
I'm
How
outside,
much?
so...
I'll be a silver.
Okay.
Just, like, place down a gold. Hands you back 9 silver.
Oh, thanks.
You got any leather wax or iron polish?
Yeah, plenty of it.
How
Keep
much?
stuff around for the smith and for the tanners in town. Just a few basic supplies. How much you need?
Oh, just a tin of each.
Alright. Give me 2 silver for the lot.
You got change for a gold.
Do.
Excuse me.
Alright,
Most
I'll
people
look
deal in
outside.
silver.
Don't forget the map!
Alright, I came here for a map.
How big a map you need? Country, area, continent? I mean,
Oh.
it's gonna get less detailed the further out you go, but I keep a collection.
How about one of the most local one, the next up from there?
You got it. That'll be a gold for both.
Those are all alright.
And then one of the maps is just like the town and the forest surrounding it. And then the other one is like a map of the kingdom.
And kingdom map.
I just like poke you a little and like put my hand up for the map.
Which one do you want? I hand them the local map.
Just word to the wise, the map is not the terrain and things can change a bit over time, so.
Could you could you mark where the door is?
It's actually already mapped as a local
Thank
landmark. Like the forest one is such a small
I leave
area
very quickly.
that it's very well detailed.
Did we get we get the
He
map?
just like pops back into the store with a map.
I got a local map, shows what the door is, and in case you travel
Ta-da.
farther, got one of the General Kingdom area.
Alright, well, let's just go to that damn door.
Oh, and this for you. And I toss you the tin of leather oil. In case that way it doesn't wear down.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Proper maintenance is important.
Fast artificing.
It's fair. I generally don't wear the same thing twice, but thanks.
I get the feeling you like leather.
Who doesn't?
Every time I take off my armor,
Fair
I need a
enough.
new set of armor.
Foams at the mouth.
I haven't changed this armor in weeks.
Onward, door, onward, door, stuff, door,
Door.
door, door.
Door!
Hey, Grandma, you got a nerve for that one too?
The
Let's
shrine
go.
you're looking for are also
opened.
marked on the map, by the way.
I'm sorry?
The ruins of the shrine that you were sent to look for are also on the map.
Oh, very good, very good.
So, you guys
Interesting.
effectively book it back off into the woods, having been in town for only a few hours. Like, we heard Mystery Door! Let's go, Mystery Door!
Who can read maps?
Good question.
That'd be what, a survival?
Survival?
Survival.
Because I cannot read maps.
I don't have survival.
I don't either.
What survival?
It's the very last skill.
Nope.
Who wants to roll wisdom to try to read a map?
Fuck.
I have a 0
We can
wisdom
all try.
modifier.
Who wants to roll wisdom to try? You're like all bent over the map, like, alright, I think it's
Alright, let's
that way. That's the town we just walked out of.
Let's go with Morgan, and then Morgan can roll with advantage.
I got
Since
8.
we're all like, okay, but I think this is here.
So
and
you're
then
just
this is
helping
here.
Morgan?
Yeah, we're all just gonna help Morgan.
Okay.
Good.
So
Roll
roll
with
twice and take the
advantage.
highest.
16.
Yeah, you're able to puzzle out which way to go. It takes a little while. You make a couple of wrong turns, but you make it to this. Effectively, you find a place in the forest where it looks like a fissure opened up at some point, and like it's been a while, so like grass has grown back over the edges and such. But it's roughly able to be walked into, and at the bottom you find a large double stone door with a set of 5 chimes built into it, and a lock that almost looks like it's like an orb that was built into the door. Like, it's definitely either very powerful magic or older tech. And like, every so often, like, approximately once every 30 seconds, a piece of it will rotate, changing how the lock works. So you get the feeling that if you screw this up, it'll reset and make it either more difficult
bolt
or
to the
reset the
door.
difficulty.
Well, this
So wait,
doesn't
is this
look like
door-
something I can pick.
Does this door just stand alone, or is it like in a hill?
It's like built into the side of a wall. Like, it looks like this fissure opened up at some point, maybe because of magic or an earthquake, and it revealed this door that had been underground.
Okay.
I roll out all of my kit tools.
And I
Make
go
sure
to the door, knock on it.
I'm there with
Hello!
I think
Good morning.
someone's tried that.
Hi!
Hello.
back her up. So,
You hear the hollow, like, thud on the other side of the stone. Well, no
these
one's
tools?
answering. If you
I
want to
don't
try
think
the lock,
anybody
yes.
is at home.
Yeah.
Let me
I don't
try
think
the lock
anybody's home.
All
first.
right, you crazy elk. Go ahead and try your lockpick. I'm not breaking mine.
As you watch the lock, as you're saying it, it's just...
Plus 5.
Well,
That's 13.
you feel like you're about to get it, and then a piece starts to shift, and you have to jerk your lockpick out, and it... resetting.
Alright.
so wait, there are 5 chimes here? Like,
Yeah,
metal
there's a
chimes?
lock up on the door, and then below that is like an inlet, and there are 5 hanging chimes.
I'm gonna play chopsticks.
Okay. Ding 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 ding.
Meanwhile, trying to... Can I try my Tinker's tools next?
Yeah.
See if I can dismantle the lock.
Yeah.
What core stat you want me to use for Tinker's tools? Dex again?
Go with Dex on this one.
Alright.
You're trying to dismantle
13.
a complicated...
13
What the-
again!
My deck just keeps spinning instead of rolling. And...
It keeps
You're like,
landing on
I
8.
got it. No, that piece is just moving on its own. Crap!
It's like, oh, yeah, I think it's moving. Oh, shit. It's not me.
I go to reach for the hammer for my smithing tools, and I go kind of... No. Probably doesn't
I'm
work.
sure someone's tried.
Back to the thieves' tools.
Can I try my thieves' tools?
Yeah, if you want to
Since
give
I'm
it a
actually
shot.
proficient with those for some reason.
Yeah, like half the part. Everyone except Annabelle is proficient with thieves' tools.
I'm an urchin background.
I love it. It's the best.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14!
Yeah, pretty much the same result
Hell.
you got where you're like, hey, I think I... Crap.
Do I break my lockpicks?
No.
Okay. 'Cause
So
they-
far,
they
you've
be
all
old.
rolled high enough that you've managed to like jerk your lockpick back out before a piece shifts and snaps it off.
Okay, well, I'm gonna search the surrounding area.
It seems like the main problem with the lock is going to be doing it fast enough.
Well, since you all tried,
Proficiency plus dex.
So 15, right?
16.
16?
You don't manage to fully unlock it, but you do manage to. It seems like to slow it down. Like it stops shifting quite as quickly. Like you undid something inside of it.
Okay, well, I did something.
Alright.
It's going slower. I did something.
That's good. That's good. That's progress.
1 point for Morgan.
Guess we'll just keep taking turns. 4 years later.
We'll get the lock eventually.
I'm gonna
Can
look
the
around
lock be open with
to see if there's anything
You don't
to
know.
indicate
Do you want to make a
something.
arcane roll?
to
Sure.
do with
Which
this door.
Do
Sure.
I use the
Give me an investigation check.
Everything's D20.
Yep.
I want to add your arc.
And you're gonna add the number next to Arcana over here.
15.
You're kind of sitting there like examining the door, and you realize the lock is definitely powered by magic, but you'd have to get inside the door to shut it down, which, I mean, would be the obvious way to design it. But you also realize that there's something, like the way the chimes are set up, there's something about them that is also part of the lock to the door. Like it seems to work in concert to keep the door closed.
Sure.
So you realize that, like, magically speaking, the two sets are linked.
Okay.
I'm going to try the lock again.
I got a 16 for
Okay.
investigation.
The first thing you realize is the same thing she realized, that the two
Not
sets
one
are
on
linked, and that you're gonna have to figure out whatever the chimes are meant to do in order to like fully open the door.
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Like something to do with the chimes.
You don't find much as you're like investigating the area around. It looks like whatever building this was has been covered over for a very long time. But among the rubble, you do find some fragments that look like they could potentially have some sort of instructions on them, but they're all broken up into very small pieces. If you want to try and take like a dex check to get them all together in the right order.
Depending on which roll you want from me, because I tried to keep on the clipboard and it was another 8, so I rolled off the clipboard and I got a 17.
Okay. 17 total?
Oh, no, 17 base.
Okay.
If you're okay with me
Yeah,
using...
what's the total?
Oh, yeah, that's going to be 22.
You sit there tinkering with it for a bit, and the more you're working with it, the slower it's starting to shift between, so you're having to jerk your tools out less and less.
Yeah.
And finally you get it to settle out, and you hear a click, and the middle ring shifts one more time, the whole thing rotates and comes apart and, like, folds in on itself. And then pulls aside. And there's no longer a lock on the door.
Can we see, like, through the block? Like, through the hole that's there now, or...?
There's not, like, a hole going all the way into the inside. There's, like, an indent in the door where it was
Okay.
built in. Like, it all came apart and retracted into the mechanisms that held
Okay.
it.
Does it fully open the door, or is that just like the first half and the chimes are
It looks like the chimes are probably the other half. Like, that was the lock keeping it closed, and the chimes actually swing it open.
And David was working on the chimes, right?
Yes, they both were to some degree.
I rolled a 12 to try and get everything back together.
And you see David putting, like, a bunch of rocks, like, and it's like...
Can I try rolling an intelligence check to see
Yeah,
if
go
I
ahead.
can, like, put it together like a puzzle instead?
Yeah! Instead of trying to, like, turn and find the right pieces to
Yeah.
match up.
Oh, hell.
Bang! Bang!
9.
Uh,
Blam, blam!
You see him get, like, frustrated and, like, look like he's gonna throw one, and then he sets it back down.
How about
Yeah, hand there,
I try?
David.
Y'all mother teaches patience.
I try. I'm supposed to be wise, and I'm not very wise.
Let's be an int check.
Intelligent check,
7.
so 9.
Ouch.
Yeah, so, like, same thing, you're like,
9!
well,
9!
they go in a certain order.
That is for sure.
What are you working on?
Trying to figure out these damn chimes.
It looks like, effectively, like, part of the wall that used to be here was broken off, and the etchings on it appear to be some sort of instructions on the door.
Pardon my French.
But they're, like, in very small fragments.
I'm gonna, like, tap on the chimes with my claws and just hear the different tones.
Ting, ting,
Mind if I take a crack at your puzzle?
ting. They all resonate
What?
and continue
Would you
resonating
mind
for
if I take
quite
a
a
crack
while
at your
after they're
puzzle?
tapped.
Please.
Could I try and check?
Yeah,
I
go
want to see if
ahead.
I can help David here.
Yeah, with advantage.
Thank God.
You're helping each other.
Oh, fuck. What was the first one? The 6?
Nailed it.
6 plus... That's a 10.
You're not like freaking out, but you're like, I hate this door. Everything about it sucks.
Yeet! I'll go find the rock.
Try throwing the rocks at the door!
Ting, ting, ting. We'll get it eventually.
Does the structure of this door look like
Oh,
any
yeah.
races of architecture we're familiar with?
It was Mimi, right? Do
Give
Mhm.
me.
you want to come
You don't
try
have to
taking a
start.
crack at this
No.
puzzle?
I'm not one for
give me an hint
puzzles,
check.
but I
It's
mean...
weird because I'm a historian.
Yeah.
16.
Check.
Plus
It's
Zero.
Dex.
Oh, with
Plus
the-
Dex.
So 21.
21!
Nice.
I was just like, Mimi, come try this
you like,
puzzle.
You like bend
and
over
you're
it
just
and
like,
you're
I'm not one for puzzles.
You like quickly put it all there and you go. Like you realize there's a few pieces missing, but you go, I think, and you go back over to the door and ding, 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 and the chimes shatter on the door.
I did a thing!
Very good.
Dang! Hooray! Alright. Does it smell weird?
It smells old, like a very musty
Oh,
odor.
it smells
rolls
like
out.
me!
Where I come from, we reward good work. Can I flicker a gold coin?
A dark cavern stands before you that appears to be made of very well set and carved stone. Despite the apparent age, it is well preserved. This place doesn't look like it's crumbling or dangerous.
And I, as a double check, hello, anybody home?
Anybody home? Anybody home?
Anyone got a light to see in there? Like...
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Only like one of us has dark vision.
Of course, you're covered. I pick up a
That's-
rock off the ground,
Hell.
and I take out a pick, and I scratch a rune into it, and put my thumb on it, and it emits 10 feet of bright light and another 10 feet of dim light. This will last as long as you want it to.
Like a light globe or something.
What do you have for spells?
I have dark vision.
Where are my spells?
So
You
do
put
I.
them on the back, I believe.
I also have dark vision.
I think everyone except for me has dark
Nope,
vision.
you didn't grab
Dragonborn
anything that
have it
can
either.
make
I know they
light.
technically
If
don't.
you have like a
We
candle
give
or
it-
something, you could light
We
it.
usually give it to them
prestidigitation.
anyway because
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense.
So yeah, that's a good question. Actually,
You likely have torches on you from your backpacks as well. 'Cause
Our
you
usual-
all started off with a pack. 'cause it's
our
yeah, 5e.
usual home standard is because it makes no goddamn sense. Is we give Dragonborn dark vision. Are we doing that in this game?
Yeah, I'm willing to let that fly. Like, it really doesn't make sense how they set the Dragonborn up unless you're sticking with strict favor.
I'm a
lore.
human. I know I'm screwed.
I give you the rock.
Thank you.
So you can see at least some distance.
Okay.
You can add 60 feet of dark vision to your sheet, because I forgot to
I
mention that I usually do that in my
the
settings.
shoulder strap of your armor.
Yeah, I need both hands because I'm a sword board.
Nice quality.
Well, no one else is gonna jump in. I
My blade
guess
is
I'll.
silver.
With the glow rock.
Well, he's got the glow
I've got
rock.
the
I've
glow
got
rock.
dark vision, so
Okay. You also do all have torches from your starting packs.
I'm just gonna wander in.
Alright.
I waste a torch.
Before we begin this, we're going to start our break for the evening. So we're going to take
Good
a bit of a
plan.
break, give the dog a walk. Anyone needs to go to the bathroom,
Food.
get food.
Food sounds
So
delightful.
we're going to cut off there for right now. We'll be back in a bit.
Awesome.
Beep 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 beep. Bring me to sweet intermission music. Dee 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 dee. Mics are gonna be off, but I'll still be in chat. Talking to you guys. We'll be right back.
welcome back, everyone. Right, so you're standing in front of a dark cavern, having just opened the large door with its complicated lock system. A musty smell comes out from inside, someplace that's been fairly well sealed for quite some time. The hallway does appear to very slightly slope downwards.
Well, if no one else wants to go first, I guess I'll go.
There's no space to go shoulder to shoulder. I'll tag along.
Yeah,
I'm
you guys can easily walk like next to each other without blocking the hallway. Like it's about 10 feet wide.
Examining tunnels for traps was my old job.
Yeah. So what is your marching order? Are you one of the first ones in?
Yeah.
And then you, like, right next to each other?
Yes, shoulder to shoulder.
Okay. And then you two probably shoulder to shoulder as well, or... Okay.
Since maybe
Shoulder to nothing. Head to hip.
Since maybe are scouting ahead together. There we go.
Mhm.
Can I roll my investigation check with advantage?
Sure.
God damn it! Roll. What was the first one? I couldn't see. Like a 5,
I didn't see it.
I believe it was a 9.
a 9. So 9.
9!
9.
9.
Oh, yes.
15.
Alright. You're moving your way down the corridor, and you don't find any traps thus far. About 40 feet in, you come to an opening to another hallway on the left, and you can see another one on the right, another 20 feet ahead.
Are you taking the map? Okay.
30, 35.
Phenomenal.
40 feet in, you said?
Yep.
And there was another one to the left?
At 40 feet, there's one to the left, and then 20 feet ahead of that one is one to the right.
Alright. So just to be clear, is it 40 feet and then a door, or is
Yeah,
the square at the 40-foot mark?
40 foot, and then, so the 50-foot mark would be where the door opening is.
Okay. So another 10-foot door?
Yeah.
Right.
This place seems to have been consistently sized. It doesn't appear as a natural cavern. These floors are definitely carved and constructed.
You said another 20 feet and then to the right?
Carved like by people or by like a worm?
I said constructed, not eaten.
Just to be clear, is
Like
it...
these are like large stone blocks.
Okay.
So if we're coming in from this side, is it the next one 20 feet from this side of the door, or 20 feet from this side of the door?
Oh, sorry, punch the mic.
Blam!
20 feet from here. So it'd be from the...
Screw
Oh,
you,
okay.
listeners.
The Sarah method.
Sarah method.
Wham!
15, 20, and that one's also a 10-foot door?
Yep.
Right. No traps so far.
I basically shrunk my map, so I'm having to remember my sizes, so yours is actually going to be more accurate than mine is.
Whatever.
So I wanted it to fit on the paper.
So we're gonna take each door, or
Are they closed or are they doorways?
These are just like openings to hallways. You can see a bit down each one. Your dark vision's 60 feet, correct?
Yep.
So you can see that the one that's directly to your left that you're currently able to look down opens up into a larger room, 25 feet down.
25 feet and then a room.
Like 25 feet, then it opens up into a larger room. Yeah,
Oh, you meant like down.
yeah, straight down a well. It's like hallway drop.
Like, why are you and I the king and queen of pits?
No.
I don't like
No.
pets.
Do
I know you don't
dragons have
like
wings
it.
so
No.
you can fly?
I'm not sorry.
Dragonborn, at level 14, your sorcerer class gets you wings, though.
No, okay.
Alright, well,
It's when you get your Red Bull.
so there's a door at the end of this one.
Gives you wings.
There's another doorway that way.
God, could you imagine if I slipped that into a
Well,
game? Like, you find
piece
a
by
potion
piece,
that
I
is like a
guess.
can of Red
Yeah,
Bull and they give
sure.
you wings.
First door, first door.
Gives you wings.
guess we're gonna go through
I'm
the
ready for
left door.
Alright, through the left door.
So we'll
Alright.
go down towards the road.
Same marching order.
Raft.
So you turn and...
You want to do investigation check? Or can we roll?
Yeah, if you want to check for traps down this hallway.
Same size hallway?
Yeah. You guys can still walk in the same formation. Like I said, this place is very consistently sized.
Oh no.
Be good, be good.
No.
Be bad.
Be bad. Be bad.
Be
9.
bad.
Got
Nine.
another 15.
9.
Okay. You don't encounter any traps. Well, you do encounter one that's already been set off.
That's not good.
There is a plate that's already depressed in the floor, and you can see where there are openings in the wall where needles would have flown out.
Is there dust on it, or was this pressed recently?
There is a bit of dust on it.
Is
There
there
are a
corpse?
couple of needles on the upper part of the wall, but it looks like something that was roughly 6-ish feet tall or a little taller came through here at some point.
Got hit by all the rest of the needles.
What?
Got hit by all the rest of the needles.
Yeah, probably.
Alright.
Huh?
Is there a corpse here?
No.
Shh.
So traps been triggered, but based off the dust, I'm guessing it's been quite a while.
I mean, I'm fine with
It's
that.
fine.
How close to the door of the next room was the trap?
Bro,
5
that's
feet away
afraid
from
of
it.
traps.
Alright.
I don't like things
Get
jumping up
overeager
at
and
me.
run down the hallway, get hit by needles. You know. Common
Casual.
household conveniences.
I'd like to poke my head into the room and see how big it is.
Needles.
Ah!
Oh no! He just like.
Alright, you guys have fun. I'll spend
It wasn't safe.
I'll
It looks-
go roll up in the character.
The room looks
Full
like it's
of
about
needles.
25 feet by 35 feet.
About or exactly?
Exactly.
Is there anything in the room?
You guys are roughly estimating, I know for sure.
Which side is the 25? Which side is the 35?
The 35 seat is the side you're entering on, and the
Okay.
25 are the two far ends.
Right, that's an uneven number of squares, so which side is longer?
It looks like this.
This one here?
Yeah.
Alright.
No, the one that you on the left, from right after the entrance area.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Okay, so 3 on each side.
Just to make this a lot easier.
Can we see anything in the room?
You can see that one of the far walls looks like it has a tunnel into it, like something burrowed in here at some point.
So like, there's no like boxes or.
There's plenty of debris in the room, but whatever tunneled in smashed everything up. Pretty
Okay.
Good. It is a large hole.
Oh,
Probably whatever triggered the trap.
good. Mm.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
What a lovely room.
What a lovely room!
What a nice cave.
Sorry,
Hello,
where did
anyone
you say the
home?
hole was?
On the far side of the room, like not
Oh.
quite opposite the door, but on that far wall,
Right.
there is a place where the wall like came crumbling in as something tunneled its way in.
I
So
don't have
like-
good
Yeah.
vibes about this hole.
How large is this hole?
It's a hole in the wall.
It's about
Kind of like my last hole.
7 feet across.
You're right.
Horrible.
It's totally fine-ish.
It looks like it may have been bigger when initially dug, but it's been here a while. It's partially collapsed.
So the trap was triggered from this side of the room.
I don't like that.
You know,
I
I don't
don't know
either.
why.
I'm nerved for that.
How about we move quickly?
Can we move quickly to the other room down the hall?
Agreed.
Yes.
Yeah. Backtrack, please.
Yeah. Screw this!
Fuck this about.
We're not going down that hole.
That's more than fair. I mean,
Uh-huh.
it's collapsed enough that you probably couldn't get very far anyway.
Okay.
So you guys head back to the main hallway
Yeah.
and up towards the door on the right?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it.
There's a 10-foot long hallway.
That's not very long. 5, 10.
Tastes like marshmallows.
And the room is 25 feet by 20 feet. 25 on the side you're entering on, and then 25 on the other walls. So long sides on your side again. Just assume that for all of the rooms here.
I'm gonna look for traps down this hall.
Okay.
19.
And that would be
So 25
plus
feet, so it's
zero.
just like that.
0.
5, 10, 15,
Is that
20,
really an
25.
intelligence?
By 20 said.
It looks different on my map
Oh, it's
because my
perception,
proportions
isn't
are
it?
different because of how I did it.
Investigation to find traps.
Investigation.
Investigation to try and find traps. Okay.
I built
yes.
specifically for this because
Investigation.
Morgan
mind.
said she didn't want to do traps, so I standard myself for traps. And now Morgan's looking for the traps, and I'm scared.
Wait, I rolled a 19.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's really good.
You don't find any traps in the hallway, but there is one directly inside of the room.
Set
There is.
or
Yeah,
already-
you notice there is a very thin, almost it almost looks like what would be fishing line,
Okay.
like a thin, mostly clear tripwire across the doorway.
You point that out?
Trap.
Trap.
Alright.
We got traps here. See, nobody cares.
So like
Traps. We got
like
traps
across
here.
the length of the room?
Just across the doorway.
Oh, across the doorway, okay.
Like hastily entering would trigger it.
Alright, I'm gonna try and do my thing.
I'm gonna watch our backs
You're such,
for
be
giant
bored.
cylindrical things.
It's a trap.
I'm back.
you're such a good
frankly.
sword board.
It's a trap.
It's a frap.
Alright, so my
I try to be a good sword and board.
Dex is 3, Prestige 2, the plus 5 on my roll. Go! What I get?
20.
20.
Yeah, 20!
Damn.
Nice, sweet.
Snip.
You're able to undo it and hold tension and slowly like let it go as a blade, just because you're controlling it, just like at head level.
I'm glad I saw that.
So am I.
So am I.
Say what?
You would have gotten the thing. You would have gotten a bad haircut, and everyone else would have gotten hit in the head by a blade.
Huh.
A little
Hey,
bit of
guy.
blood.
Oh.
Ow.
So beyond this trap that
Yeah.
is set, is there what's in this room?
This room is filled with 6 ancient-looking beds. The sheets have been eaten away by time. The beds themselves look like they once were very, very nice, but now are mostly crumbled and rotten. There's also a chest in this room.
Dibs on the chest.
Well,
Against the... Not quite against the far wall,
Just
but
it.
towards the far wall next to one of the beds.
I'm an old lady. I need to
Like
take
at the
that.
foot of one of the beds.
Does it look as old as everything
Yeah.
else?
What's the condition of the chest?
The chest looks old, but it's held up better than the beds have. The lock is a little rusted, the wood is a little rotten. It's obviously not, like, preserved by magic or anything, but it's intact enough that it's still closed. Okay?
Okay.
Give me a strength check.
I don't think I get there before the rogue.
That's true, the Tabaxi's fast.
So back to like, mine!
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna like
Mimi's
just
a
try and
quick
like
one.
just open it without the lock.
Yeah, the lock is, like, you're gonna try and, like, break the lock then?
Yeah,
Okay, give me a strength check.
oh god.
or not.
Kaboom.
I can really
Kaboom.
learn how to do this.
I was just going to say you want me to make sure it's not
How did you do this?
15.
Not enchantment.
What enchantment?
15.
Yeah, you just the rusted lock breaks off and the chest creakily swings open.
Everyone else just like, clench!
Right?
That sounded like my
You
bones.
Fucking war flashbacks from my character, like,
You do hear the click of a very ancient trap attempting to trigger, but the dart that would have shot out at you is literally rusted into place.
So, it
So
goes,
you hear like as it tries to come out and like gets stuck in all like the broken parts. There's a chest with a little needle
Free
on the
dart.
back end.
Mine?
Free dart.
moving parts, you say. I rip apart the chest itself.
I
Take
mean,
all
not
the
that most of them work anymore, but yeah.
I always have
Alright,
these for scrap parts.
What's
There-
in the chest?
There is a short sword in a leather scabbard. There is a small bag, which when you pick it up makes a clinking noise. And there
As opposed to a
is
clanking noise.
yeah, clank. That's not normal.
Huh.
Put me down.
And there is a delicate and finely crafted silver, like you know what a diadem is,
Yeah.
like a little tiara, basically, set with 3 sapphires.
Ooh.
Yeah, can I keep that?
I'll
Fine
take
with
that.
me.
I mean,
that's
you're the
my
first
portion
one
of the-
there, so
Where's-
you have the opportunity to just slip
Before-
that into your pocket.
You touch any of these items. Do we have, how many items do you say in there? Bag,
There's the
diadem,
bag, the
sword?
diadem, and then there's a sword in its scabbard.
Anyone supposed to wait in 30 minutes?
I mean, I guess.
Do we have 30 minutes?
Are we in a rush?
Kinda.
I don't have anywhere to be.
No, but the thing that triggered that trap might be.
I'm napping on a
My
bed.
point being is, I have a
You
bit of
lay
a
down
trick.
one of the ancient beds.
Alright.
Just like
It'll
Scott.
tell me-
It's 10
You
minutes
guys
at
are
a time,
all-
right?
Yes.
You guys are all discussing this when you hear and the bed you like laid down on just collapses to the floor.
Everyone just.
And you see the old lady has laid down on one of these very ancient rotting beds and it has collapsed under.
I start muttering the rest. Don't repair it, don't repair it,
Wow.
don't repair it, don't repair it, don't repair it.
Way to go, Grandma.
Still clumpy.
Wait, first of all, what's the condition of items in this old chest?
The sword looks like it's in decent condition.
Right.
It doesn't look like it's immaculate. The bag is like barely holding together. It is old and threadbare.
Kind of like,
It's been protected by being in a chest.
I'm gonna
but
very gently with some of my tools, like, tear open the shitty bag to see what's inside that made the clink.
gold.
Right, gold.
Alright.
Tentacles.
And the diadem, what's the condition on that?
It
Oh, no.
is untouched.
Alright.
The gems are not cloudy. The silver is not corroded.
So I'll need 20 minutes then. Because the bag turns out to be gold. And I'll be able to tell if they're magic and if they're cursed, so we don't touch them if they are.
What if it's enchanted gold?
Alright,
It turns
30
into
minutes!
tentacles!
Because
I mean, if this is the only
You
way I
grab
can
the bag
keep this,
open, the
then
gold
yes,
spills
we
out,
can
and then
wait.
keeps spilling
you
out.
guys can keep it regardless. I just don't want
For
your head to
you.
explode or something. I've seen some weird shit. Alright, so
Alright, well, 10 minutes at a time. We'll do 10 minutes, check the surrounding perimeter, 10 minutes, and then check again.
I can agree with that.
Okay.
We'll start with the diadem.
Are you going to
because-
be doing
There
the
you go.
checks?
Yes.
Okay, give me perception checks.
That's not bad.
Oh, you're fine.
I planned on 2 spells at once per day.
Do you like
doing this
crawl
one.
out of the wreckage of the bed and start using mending to put it back together?
I also
Because that's the kind of thing I
Yeah.
picture you do. So yeah, you see the Dragonborn roll out of the rubble of this bed and
Oh,
start like using
frazzle.
and then start like using magic to fix the bed until it's back in like a good condition and then lays back down on it.
Oh, razzle frazzle.
Alright,
Please
so
right now.
I'm visibly annoyed that I have to wait, but I'm just gonna lean on a wall.
Okay.
I have ritual casting, so I ritual cast Identify on the diadem first. Because
Okay.
I know Mimi wants her item.
Besides not like falling apart over the test of time, it doesn't seem to have any specific magical properties, but it is linked to something else down here. You get the feeling it's used to maybe open a door or activate something.
Interesting. Alright, well, it's innate magic, because let's keep it nice and polished and shiny. So it should stay like this forever, and I don't know what, but it's got some type of connection to something else down here. Might open the door, unlock something special, but
It's a key.
So it's safe, right?
yeah, all yours.
Alright, in my bag.
It was probably owned and worn by whoever was in charge of this place when it was active.
Alright, David, if you want to give me that perimeter check.
20, not natural.
You hear some noises in like the distance, like echoing down the long hallways, but nothing close by.
There's something approaching. Not quickly. Hurry
Like
up.
it's just there's something further in. You
I
can't
know.
tell if it's coming towards you or not.
I know.
Okay.
I know what I heard.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to try
I love
this.
you.
It's
Are you
different
hearing
than what I
breathing
said.
or steps?
Hearing movement.
Like echoes of steps.
Alright,
Echoes of steps.
I'm going to try the sword, but you let me know if we need to move.
Okay.
And I definitely the sword to see if it's still magic.
The sword does not appear to be magic. It
Nice.
just appears to have survived the test of time inside of a chest.
Nice.
Right.
It is well made.
Just a finely made blade.
Swiggity swooty.
Alright,
Yes.
I give the short sword to our.
Didn't ask for your
40
opinion.
Now for the gold, huh? We got.
Hey,
Roll
how much-
another
how much
20,
was-
not natural.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'm gonna close in the bag.
A couple of the sounds, obviously fainter than like the louder noise that you heard, are moving closer to you guys.
I
Though
knew
they're
it.
not close by yet. There is
I knew it!
150 gold in the bag.
Oh, 150 coins here.
What?
150 gold.
You're a paladin. You don't need money.
No, I don't really.
I can't do math. Who wants to divide 150 by 4 for me?
It's 32 and a half.
That's
Yeah.
the camera.
So
No,
we
36 and a half.
So we each get 36 gold and 5 silver, but we have no way of breaking this up right now.
No, 37 and a half.
37 and a half.
37
You can
and
also
a half.
just split it up when you
I
get
was
to town.
getting there.
The shopkeepers will be more than willing to exchange.
That's fair.
It's a pretty common
So
practice for
37
adventurers.
gold and 5 silver. Each.
Yeah, let's just mark it down for now, just to be safe.
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
put it somewhere.
You're not going to be spending it down here anyway unless you run into the weirdest shop ever. Welcome to Crazy Pete's Underground Emporium.
That'd be amazing.
That'd be amazing.
So yeah, asshole with the mushrooms. Proxy.
This is where the swords live. Get you one.
Fucking hell.
Got a nerve for that.
They're getting closer.
Lady, you got a nerve for everything.
An herb for every issue.
Yeah.
When David says that they're getting closer, I cast Arcane Weapon on my crossbow.
Okay.
And I choose Fire.
Sweet.
I'm gonna draw my bow.
All right.
Arrow, obviously.
I
I'm
cast
gonna-
Arcane Weapon on her bow and also choose Fire.
Okay.
So those are my spell slots for the day.
I'm gonna put the new sword in my pack or whatever, or strap it to the side,
All right.
and continue using my current sword.
Wait, sorry, I can't do that. It's concentration.
Right.
Sorry.
You have to pick one.
Packed it up.
That's fine.
That's fair, Al. Using the current sword.
Yeah.
It's better damage, so.
It's the one I know how to use.
What's
Yeah.
your primary weapon?
The silvered longsword.
Cool.
I
Very
am
shiny.
Still asleep.
I have a pretty decently made
Grandma.
golden crossbow.
It's time to go.
I'm gonna like.
10 more
I'm gonna
minutes.
look down the hallway that we came through,
Okay.
just to, like investigate.
Give me a perception check.
Not 5 more minutes. It's time to go.
Rolling.
But I don't want to go to school today.
I need my afternoon nappies.
Mole.
19.
Nice.
I'm old.
At the far end of the hallway, about 40 feet from you, there is a roughly humanoid-shaped creature. It has a gait almost like an ape, where it's bent over some and has larger arms that could be walked on if need be. It's got a twisted bat-like face and long pointed ears.
Hey, hey guys?
Are you telling us or the
You.
thing?
You guys.
Hey you!
Hey, you!
down there! You know how to speak the common tongue?
The back of your head is ridiculous.
Thing down the hallway.
Well, maybe the ranged people should get it.
A hallway.
Attack? No, yay.
Yes.
Probably a good idea.
Does it stink?
Does it stink? Does it?
Is it stinky?
You're not close enough to smell it.
We need to know.
Oh.
It's
So
very
it
important.
doesn't give off a pungent enough.
Not
odor
to get 40 feet away.
Hey, there's some nasty creatures out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. Well, I'm gonna fire an arrow at it.
Okay.
Roll an attack.
I am also going to take a shot.
You didn't write down your attack stuff.
I
so
did
forgot
not.
to tell you that.
Yeah.
It's going to be
You're using a short bow, so it'll be dex.
plus proficiency bonus.
Yep.
And then you add the dex to the damage.
Man, that thing rolls and
It
rolls.
does.
Damage on a short bow is d6, yeah?
Yep.
Oh. Nope.
So that's 3
Eight,
plus 5
10.
plus 2.
10.
10.
I got 22.
Nailed it.
22?
Yeah.
You fire your arrow and it, like, wings by. Like, you see one of its ears, like, get moved by the wind of the arrow going by. And it's like, and then as it's turning its head to see what the hell just flew by it, right in the chest with a crossbow bolt.
Oh. It hurts me. That's 6 and 6.
So it's 12,
12.
plus my dex. So 15 damage, 6 of which is fire.
Okay, so...
And it counts as a magical
You
weapon.
said 16 total?
15.
15?
It's a magical weapon.
Okay. It doesn't look like the fire's hurting it as much as it should, but your hit was definitely good.
Right.
It's up, but it looks very, very weakened and very shocked and surprised by what just happened to it.
Thunk.
Roll initiatives.
Aw, hell.
Oh, that's not good.
That was actually
That's
really
fucking
good.
horrible.
12.
Okay. 12,
15.
15,
21.
21.
I like 20. I
Okay.
did the math wrong.
Oh, what are
I'm
we
an
David, you're
idiot.
going
supposed
first.
to add?
Dex.
Hit me!
So 14.
Am I close enough to it to move up to it and attack?
Not quite.
Damn it.
You will be 10 feet away.
Alright, well...
You can huck a javelin.
Oh wait, I think I have a perk thing. Can I have the phone?
Yes. There are spoons on it.
There are spoons on the phone.
I brought spoons!
I like spoons.
I guess.
I got cups on my ears. Sounds like the ocean in here.
Sounds like the ocean in there.
Clap at your ass cheeks.
Keep
flirting
flirting
the
the guards.
I'm trying to sneak around.
I'm trying to sneak around. Clap my ass cheeks. Keep flirting the guards.
But I'm dumb thick. My natural one keeps alerting the guards.
I was playing
Actually
Skyrim,
me.
doing my Dark Brotherhood, and I kept making that joke to myself as I played through it. Like, every time somebody attacked
Were
me, I
you
was
just
like, I'm
giggling to
dummy
yourself?
thick. Like, literally sitting in a room alone, and every time the little detective thing came up, I was like, I'm dummy thick.
So, where on the map is this thing coming from? 'Cause we came
From
up-
the direction you haven't explored yet.
So, up here?
Yep.
How far up the hallway is it?
40 feet.
Yeah, so I can clearly see it.
Never mind.
Are
I
there
only
any...
do that if I attack.
You
So I
can,
move up to it.
you can throw your javelin. You
I
can
throw my
range weapons.
javelin.
Oh, I checked, by the way. Picking up a weapon you drop is a free action in 5th edition.
Cool.
I'll huck a javelin.
Okay.
Are there any other doors along this line?
Not along that hallway.
Okay.
That's not actually that bad. Thanks. 22.
That hits.
Hooray. I would be terrified if it did not.
Right.
So that's 5.
Yeah, you...
I'm gonna need that back.
No, my
I'm
roof.
gonna need that back. Alright, are you also moving up?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Like, draw a weapon, move.
Mimi, you're next.
I'm gonna stow away my bow and pull out my rapier.
Okay.
And-
Gonna use your tabaxi ability to, like, move up to it with your movement?
Yeah.
Doubling your speed and...
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me an attack
Can I
roll.
have another tacky?
Any
also
particular
press
preference?
That one.
Red?
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 Yeah, you like sprint
no.
over to stab it,
Can I have a blue one?
and like straight over, and just like end up half leaned over it as it kind of looks up at you like, perfect opening!
Oh shit.
Oh no.
So it's gonna have advantage on its next attack on you.
Yep.
Annabelle, you're up.
Oh,
Granny,
no.
your turn. Go, Granny, go, Granny,
Am
go,
I
Granny,
far
go.
from him?
You are currently 40 feet away.
40 feet, so I can use...
Is the range on Acid Splash 30 feet?
We'll check. It's longer range in 5th edition.
Yeah. I can't remember if it's 30 or more. I know Ray of Frost is only 30.
60 feet.
So yeah, you can hit it with Acid Splash from here.
Okay, use Acid Splash.
Okay.
Ah, camera! I'm over here on the couch.
There will be none of that.
Is Acid Splash... Acid Splash
20. That 20.
Yeah.
Acid Splash is rolled a hit, yeah?
Bitch.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, she nat 20'd.
You crit. So you don't have to add
And
anything.
you kill
to
Morgan
that
in the
20 yet.
process.
It's
Go-
a d6 of gas damage and then just double what you roll.
So roll a d6.
Squares.
The square one.
Nope.
That one.
Regular dice. That one.
And then you double that to 2.
2.
Hooray!
The best crit.
Minimum damage crits. Woo!
Huzzah!
So you send
The
this
only
like
crits I do.
lobbing arc of acid flying over all of your allies and directly into this creature's face.
Splort.
Burning
And
ain't
it
crazy.
screeches with this horrible high-pitched noise, just and then crumples to the ground.
So do I crumble with him?
You didn't get hit by it.
That's fair.
You like see him going down, you're like, shit.
You like see like right next to like where you are because you ended up bleeding over it. Like its head gets hit. You're like ah! And, like a couple drops singe your fur.
Okay.
In case we run into more of those,
Sorry about
I
that!
switch my arcane weapon to acid.
Okay.
It'll last an hour.
Oops.
So you now have the corpse of this hideous creature laying in the hallway with its face mostly melted.
Gross.
If you'd like to retrieve your things,
I'm gonna retrieve my javelin.
Is it wearing clothes?
no,
Okay, so I can't check for its pockets.
no, it
You
is.
can check nature's pocket.
Well, I also wanted to see what it was.
You could roll
Same
Arcane.
frame.
Arcana? Okay.
Yeah, if you have Arcana.
I do. Sure as fucking hope I do. I'm a magic item guy.
Son of a bitch.
If anyone else wants to make a roll to try and figure out what this thing was, it would be an Arcana check.
I don't care what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's dead now.
You're not completely certain. It's
dead,
definitely
it
not
doesn't
something
have
natural.
pockets.
I kick it in the
I
mouth.
don't care if it
still
doesn't
shit
have
It goes
pockets.
flat because that's all melty.
No idea.
Blah.
Well, we should just keep going.
From
Well,
where it
that's an interesting
from-
thing.
from where it is,
What is it
you
again?
can see that
Hold my lunch in.
10 feet
What
directly
happened to
ahead
its
is the door,
face?
and then there's the hallway continues off to the left and right. Or 5 feet ahead. My apologies. Be derping up my blocks on my freaking grid map.
So 5 feet ahead there is what?
A door.
A door?
So there's a door here, and then here and here is.
Yeah, and then it curves
Hey,
off
my
around,
hole.
thinning out. The hallway like goes off and then opens back up to a 10-foot one.
So glad I have distance on you guys.
Sort of like
People just knocking on doors all willy-nilly.
Yeah, and then it expands back out on the side.
Yeah, exactly.
so up like
Run, kitty!
Grandma Dragonborn just walking up, knocking on doors.
Granny Dragonborn.
The proportions are going to be a little weird because my map is like proportioned down, so like some of the stuff that I planned for is coming out funny, but
Okay.
I don't care. It'll make for a more interesting shaped map than
It's
yours.
big double doors.
Yes.
If Granny gets there first, she knocks on the door.
Yeah.
Thank God for being a tabaxi.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also running. I'll use my action to sprint if I have to. Just, like, get ahead of the
You hobble up as everyone else gets up to the door. You're like, it's so nice to be traveling with the young people.
I'm gonna roll investigation to see if it's
You
trapped
move
like
so
what.
fast!
You move so
That is
quickly.
a 13.
It appears to be locked but not trapped.
Attempt to pick the lock?
As you get over to it, it
God.
actually, Mimi, as you get over to it, you feel the diadem, which I'm assuming is in your pack at this point.
Yeah.
Like you can feel it heat up a little through the pack, and you hear a click when you get within 5 feet and the door swings open.
Well, that's something new.
As I'm trying to knock
Huh.
on it.
I guess we found the door.
It's just like, click. Oh.
Oh, hell!
Yeah, so I'm like reaching with my tools.
You like pull it out.
oh.
Does this work on everything?
I don't wear this.
The master key.
So what's beyond this door?
It is okay. Essentially, for your mapping purposes, this room is symmetrical with 3 more doors coming out around like this.
How far out does it go?
It's a 15 by 15 room, at least for like the area, not including the little gaps for the doors.
So 15 by 15 room. And are they 5-foot doors?
Yeah.
And how many deep are there?
3.
3 on each side.
Well, 1 in each direction, 3 total.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I figured 3, 3.
No,
But it's 1,
like
2,
1,
3.
2, 3, 4.
I'm picking up to put down.
Alright.
Oh, okay, yeah, now I'm picking up too.
I'm picking it up.
That hot garbage.
In the center,
Garbage.
in the center of the room is a raised pedestal with what appears to be a large pink crystal ball in the center of it.
I don't trust you.
Okay, that's fair after the basic game.
Is okay. So we're in this room.
Yeah, something like that?
David has no reason
Roughly,
to be
yeah.
like
it's not to be perfect, 'cause like I said, my proposal
But Alan's very
the way I
apprehensive.
designed this room.
Yeah.
I kind of haphazardly this map, so it's a little weird.
Is the dime thing doing anything?
No,
as we walk into the room?
it appears to have been simply to get you in here. Like it's essentially like the pass key to get into this room.
Okay, it's the blue
This
card.
is some sort of control room.
Okay.
Now it's just a
Key
very
card.
valuable enchanted metal and gems.
I can
You see there's a
talk
pink
that for some
crystal ball?
information.
Yes.
I'm gonna circle the room and just check around
Like
for.
perfectly spherical, no
Not
flaws,
particularly
no
traps.
cloudiness. It is. If this is like quartz, then it is like the most immaculately carved piece of quartz you've ever seen.
I'm just
pretty.
checking around the room for hostiles or any note of hostiles.
This room is mostly dust covered. It looks like no one's been here in a very long time.
Okay.
You'd say probably nobody could get in through any of the doors without the diadem.
While he does his perimeter check,
Any weird mold?
No,
I'm going to
it's been sealed a very long time.
Okay.
ritual cast and detect magic.
Okay.
It takes me 10 minutes.
The orb in the center of the room lights up as soon as you're done.
My eyes melting on my
Blind.
head.
Ark of the Covenant style.
Transmutation magic.
Transmutation.
In case you're
Your
interested.
skin
Okay.
peels back.
Nobody touch it.
Touch it.
No.
Don't you?
Lick it. Lick it.
Remember
everyone, don't
Slap
swallow
my
the
dick on
marble.
it.
I will then ritual cast
Oh,
identify.
darn.
Okay.
Are you gonna tell us that you're doing this, or you're just gonna
I
like
mean, you took
start?
10 minutes to ritual cast
chilling.
detect magic, so he just started chilling as soon as you got in this room.
Because like if you don't say anything, I'm gonna be like,
Well,
And you probably did
I'm
that when
gonna
he was
stand there
detecting
kinda like-
magic. He just came into the room and started sitting for 10 minutes.
yeah. I'm gonna be like,
Oh.
can't you do that later?
it might explode.
Anything
How is
might
sitting gonna help?
explode.
It's magic.
I knew that.
So like, I'm taking out these ritual chips, these rune chips. I'm like activating them in certain orders. and
Yeah.
Trying to identify this.
There was
one.
no
As you-
time for your rock collection.
As you're taking a closer look at it and trying to identify it, it appears to have some sort of runes carved along the side of the pedestal inside of where it's like you can see them through the crystal.
Okay.
And it looks like turning the crystal would magnify different runes, and it seems that that would activate them.
Or-
It seems like they affect different parts of the dungeon in different ways, like maybe opening doors or changing what paths lead where.
Huh.
Like getting
Yeah, I
the,
tell them that.
getting the getting the full extent of what it does would take a lot of experimentation. But it's some kind of control module for this dungeon.
This crystal ball here can unlock doors and rearrange the entire dungeon, depending on how you twist it inside this little post.
Sounds dangerous.
It's
Don't
current-
touch it.
It's
Yeah,
currently
don't touch it.
I can touch it.
It seems to be currently set to the rune in the exact center, which appears to be like a neutral or like an unchanged.
Take it off. It
This
collapses
seems-
into a black hole.
This seems to be its a base setting, so as long as we don't mess with it, the dungeon won't change or twist or anything.
Okay.
Touch it?
No!
No.
Do you touch it?
Granny,
I
no.
get in the way.
No.
Okay.
Granny, no.
So what?
Everything shifts.
So where do we
Everyone throws
where do we
up.
go from here then? I mean, there's so many doors and.
We got left, right, and straight.
And in case you're wondering, because you guys could have seen part of it anyway, this curves out and goes around the whole thing. There are other doors, but just like so you know, that circles around some.
Oh, so we're in a room circled by a hallway.
A
Yes.
lobby.
Like this is like this
The lobby?
effectively this is like the center of the dungeon.
Okay.
Neato Bazito.
So do we just like pick a direction and go?
I guess.
Let's go that way.
So straight, left, or right?
All right. Where do
Straight.
you want to go, Grandma?
Let's toss the sword and
Left.
find out.
Left.
No, we're not doing another game where someone determines where to go by tossing a sword in the
Oh,
air.
come on.
Grandma said left.
Okay.
All right, we're going left.
Grandma wanders off. to the
Grandma
left.
says left. We're going left.
Follow the old coot.
You guys get over to the door, and once the diadem heats up and the door swings open. So you just needed to get into any of the doors that would
Oh,
enter this
thank
room.
you for
Well-
opening the door.
This thing's handy. Pretty and handy.
There
Pretty handy.
is a 15-foot hallway directly ahead, and then off to the... So directly outside the door, it continues on to the left and right, like has a giant box around
You said it was
this.
10 feet wide now?
Yeah.
Would be,
Now don't go marching on, Grandma.
What a lovely place.
So it's like from here, where are we on?
Yep, and then there's a
A
door
lovely
directly
dungeon.
across.
Is that one also 10
Somebody
feet
own
wide?
this place. It's so nice.
Reminds me of home.
Yeah.
Like I said, my measurements are hella fucked up in here, and I'm very
Empty.
sorry.
It's fine.
Empty.
Is it another open hallway or is it a
Empty
door?
and old spell it.
Oh, it's all. Alright.
Empty. It smells like old people.
I am old people.
I know.
Shall we?
Let's march forth.
Investigation! What is advantage for the help? The first one was better. 29 natural.
Okay. You do find another triggered trap. It looks like... well, you find a triggered trap and a body not far from it. It looks like entering this next room after this hallway. There's another opening into another room, and right at the entrance to it, there was another one of those tripwires, and it took the head off what appears to be a very large insect.
How large are we talking? Are we talking like
Roughly 10 feet long.
10 feet long?
Yeah, like a big insect.
Okay. Alaskan bullworm.
This is a horrible place. And how far into this hallway was the bug?
10.
It was like right at the entrance to the door.
Okay.
So, yeah, 10 feet of hallway, then
Right.
door, then dead
By the
bug.
way, was the thing we fought earlier full of needles?
No.
Damn.
This bug sure as hell is, though.
Oh.
The rotting carapace of this insect is covered in tiny darts.
Alright, so how far
Covered
does
in
this
needles.
hallway go once we step over the giant bug corpse?
The giant bug is right at the entrance to a room.
Oh.
The wall you guys are entering on is 40 feet long. The door is not directly centered, so it's 10 feet door and then the rest of it.
10, 30, 35, 40.
No. Like 40 foot. Like as the wall you're entering on.
Oh.
The hallway is only 10 feet long. Apologies for the bad explanations.
Spoiled it.
So it's like 10 feet that way and then the rest of it's on this side.
10 feet this way and the rest goes up?
Yep.
5, 10, 20. There we go. And how long is the other way?
25 feet with a door in the middle.
Underneath you?
Yeah, right
Yep,
next to you.
there they are. Found them.
Stealing a taffy.
Is there
Alright.
anything in this room?
There are several... It's hard to describe exactly what they are. It looks like there are several pedestals similar to the one in the center, but they are long broken. Or
Okay.
possibly unused. Not all of them have crystals, and those that do have broken crystals. Looks like they were shattered at one point or another.
Does it look like it was purposeful?
It's hard to tell. It's been a very long time, and there's a lot of dust in them.
Anyone want to check those out? I can only find traps.
Let's take a look.
Is there anything, like, any big pieces that might be valuable?
Give me an int check. See if you can determine what the value of any of these might be. If
19.
If you want to give me a tinker check, you can try and determine if these were broken purposefully or if it was an accident.
Okay.
What was that?
19.
It seems like broken these might not have a lot of value. If any of them were whole, they definitely have value for enchanting.
I take it I'm using intelligence this time around?
Yeah.
Okay.
Backed it up.
17.
It looks like these were purposely smashed. Like somebody took like a hammer to the top of them based on the way they're broken. Or something
Interesting.
similar.
Someone took these out on purpose.
Just trying to stretch a little. Interesting.
Is there
Moving
anything on like the adjacent walls from these pedestals?
And there are any doors
Like
in
doors.
Yeah,
or-
there is one door on the 25-foot wall back towards the far end of the room.
Okay, so I'm gonna go that way because this thing keeps on unlocking our doors. So I'm gonna keep going
I'm gonna
until there's a
keep,
door that won't
my
unlock.
field for traps. You can tell where the halt in case I spot one.
This door doesn't open when you approach it. You
Okay.
also don't see any, like, you can tell it's a door because of the way it's set in the frame, but there
Yeah.
appears to be no handle or lock on it.
I got a 9.
Nailed it.
There are
nothing-
traps everywhere.
Nothing
Nobody
kills
moves.
you, so...
No one moves. There are traps everywhere.
Everywhere.
Red light cameras everywhere!
It's not opening. It's not working.
I want to kick it.
Okay, give me a strength check.
11.
You kick it and you hear... Like, the door itself doesn't seem to shake in the frame at all, almost like it's part of the wall made to look like a door, but you definitely hear hollow behind it.
Think you could take the door out?
I'll happily try. I'm gonna take out my Sith tool.
You have a crowbar, don't you?
I do. I don't want to bend my crowbar.
Alright. I'm gonna
Damn.
Crowbar's only
try
necessary when
and
you
wreck this.
purposely.
What should I roll for this? I have 3 different toolkits. I'll combine my efforts. I just don't know what you want me to roll.
How are you trying to do it? Are you trying to dismantle it, or
Yeah,
force it open?
I'm gonna like find any possible weak points.
Give me...
Cracks,
I'm gonna ask for...
hammer.
I'm gonna ask for 2 checks. The second one will be dependent on how the first one comes out. So
Okay.
give me an int check to figure out how this door works.
Flat int?
Yeah.
That wasn't great. 9.
Why are there so many 9s?
9. You realize
Nine.
that this door probably wasn't meant to be open. It might have... It's probably something that's one of the things that changes with the pedestal.
Yeah, well, they never met the Grimstone Artificer Core before. I'm going through this door.
Okay.
It's
Give me a
happening.
strength check.
Straight.
You effectively try to like rip it off its hinges.
Oh yeah, we could just use
Can-
the ball.
And make it a strength-based tool check?
Yep.
Sweet.
It'd be really hard to use the ball.
It would be difficult to figure out how the ball works.
That would be a 16.
Yeah, you hear like a straining groan and then and it falls inward.
Crack my
Good
knuckles.
enough.
Put my tools away.
All right. Cool.
There's a 15-foot hallway behind it, which then opens up into a large room.
How large?
45 feet on, like,
Door side?
it's this room here.
Okay, 45 feet by how much? 5, 10, 5, 25, alright.
Since nothing on here is marked with what's in the rooms anyway, I can do that.
Luckily, we all have the same pad, so I know my map will fit.
Yep. I mean, mine's scaled down, but yeah.
30-minute warning for 9 o'clock. Just
Perfect.
Just
Yeah,
so you
we should be either wrapped up or very close to it by then.
no rush.
There
Just figured I'd
are...
let you know, 'cause there's no clock otherwise.
Alright.
This room is covered in an intricate set of runes. It looks like it may have been some sort of like gate room, like a way of opening this place up to other connected areas.
Can anyone read this?
That's just
Or-
like what you can figure out from a glance.
Well, basically, for glass, it's some type of transportation magic, like a gate room for more of this weird twisting dungeon.
Like if you wanted to connect this to another place or bring other people here, this would be the way to do it.
Great. What's that mean for us?
Or we don't have any means of teleporting ourselves or activating the room. And from what we can tell by all the dust,
Run back into the room with the pink crystal, just give it a spin.
effectively without the proper magic or anyone else on the outside don't know how to get here, it's a dead end.
So do we go back and try another door?
I
From the
suppose.
main room?
As you guys get a chance to like the first thing you notice is that the room is covered in runes. As you guys get a chance to actually like look around the corners of the room, there are several of those like bat creatures dead in the corners. Like it looks like a battle happened as they were trying to keep these things from getting in through the portal and sealed the room behind them.
Good.
Something
Something's
went
fucky.
down.
I get the feeling that these are weird bat things are the reason why this place is abandoned. Or just finding the leftovers.
mean, I'd abandon this place with all these ugly bastards, but you know.
Right? Face like that will ruin anyone's day.
Is there anything
Is this your
else
home?
to this room?
Give me an investigation check. Take a look around. If anyone else wants to, they can as well.
20.
Nice. You don't have an int modifier, correct?
Nope.
Okay. You take a quick look around the room, and you find embedded in one of the far walls a smaller version of one of those crystals, but it looks like it's been disconnected, like somebody removed it from its apparatus the correct way, so it's just a perfectly formed small crystal ball.
Okay. Wanna check this ball?
Sure.
For ballness.
If no one jobs me this time, I will for sure cast Identify.
This room stinks to high heaven, by the way.
No jabs. Just stabs! No, I'm kidding.
Why?
It doesn't appear...
Sorry, guys, killed the
It
artificer.
can be used as an arcane focus, but disconnected from its apparatus, it's essentially
Fine.
non-magical. You could enchant it, it's definitely well made. It's a fairly high value, most likely.
So, no current magic to it. Proper quality to be used as an arcane focus for a wizard or sorcerer type. And it's ready to receive enchantment, so I could hold on to it for later.
Oh, I would like
It's pretty.
that.
It's pretty similar to your crystal ball.
It doesn't do anything special at
I
the
can
moment.
juggle crystal balls.
Juggling during combat would be the weirdest arcane focus. I cast fireball.
Amazing!
Tell you what. Let me hold on to it for now. Once it does something special, I'll
If
give
we
it
find
to
a third one, then you can have it.
I can juggle all three.
you mean we'll have like, don't let the old lady break the valuable components.
Priceless component.
I'll give her the special crystal ball later when I make it.
Yeah, you hold on to that, keep it safe so Grandma doesn't bowl with it.
Not big enough for bowling.
Duh.
Candlepin bowling.
There's candle.
Ah, what kind of dragon does candlepin bowling?
Damn right.
Hey, fair enough.
That must be one of them South dragons.
Stupid gardener dragons.
Yeah, right? Either way.
Kingpin my ass!
Alright. So, is that it?
For
That
the
appears to
that
be all
room?
that's in this room. Yeah.
Alright, so I say we go back to that main room with that
And
Other
pop
ball.
the
Spinning
crystal
McDeely.
ball.
and try another door before we even touch that ball.
I agree.
Anybody else hear a weird noise in the distance?
The whole room just starts playing.
Suddenly we're
Hello?
on the elements going to fire
Hello?
and enslaved, and this campaign go out real weird, real fast.
This campaign could get real weird real fast if you guys just decide to fuck with it without trying anything specific.
How about we just go back and go through the straight door this time?
Okay. So, like, to the left of the one you're currently at.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that opens up effectively the same way this did, where there's, like, the gap and, like, a door. This one is actually a sealed door, though.
Alright. Sealed door. Like, the diadems,
Not opening it.
not opening it?
It looks
Okay.
like that was specifically to get into the control room. You get the feeling if you knew how to use it, the control room could probably unlock any door in here, but messing around with it willy-nilly is probably not a great idea.
Yeah, no.
Is there any sort of instructions or manual?
You get the feeling that
little
whoever,
book?
you get the feeling that whoever owned the diadem was probably highly trained, possibly even helped build the place. So they probably
Crystal
didn't
balls for
think they
dummies.
needed one.
Crystal balls.
It would, like I said, it would take a lot of experience. It would take a lot of experimentation or a very skilled magic user to figure out exactly how it works.
Alright. We don't have either of those.
I'm a crystal ball for dummies.
She stumbles back into the room. I got this.
I'll try the door. Someone else watch Grandma.
Before she wanders back in and plays spin the crystal ball.
Tools. Yeah, it's not great. Not great at all.
Not at
No.
all.
I love that you went straight to trying to unlock the door without actually like checking to see if it had a lock on yours. Did I open it? No. Try to pick it.
I mean, I was gonna say I'm gonna use my crowbar on it.
Well, you might have to. Because I got an 8.
Just. Damn it!
You walk over and you like jam your tools in the lock, and you're like, "Rrr, rrr, rrr." And as you're doing this, it unlatches because it wasn't locked, and you just kind of.
I go.
I was gonna say it's a curtain.
Like,
Go
oh, you're full of shit.
Alright.
Real quick, has anyone else here seen Dungeons & Dragons: Wrath of the Dragon God?
Mhm.
the part where Nim's like, ancient road trick, no one else to see. So
Alright.
Okay,
Uh,
so it's open.
yes, because I unlocked it.
Anything else?
there is a
Don't unlock
25 by 20 foot room on the other side of the door. Which the first thing you notice is that there's a pile of skeletons in the center of the
Any
room.
hallway or just straight room?
Just straight room.
25 by
There's a pile of skeletons piled up in the center of the room, and two more of those bat-like creatures who immediately like whip their heads toward the door. They look like they've been here a while.
I'm gonna draw my bow.
They're a lot more emancipated than the one that was wandering around before.
Yeah, the moment I see them, I backpedal. I'm a
Yeah.
ranged combatant.
I'm just
How
gonna
loud are you
draw
on
my
the
bow.
place?
Roll initiative.
Is this your home?
Do you live here?
Oh man, same as last
Son
time.
of a whore!
Fair enough.
Nailed it.
Aw.
I can't tell if that's a 9 or a 6.
Does it have a dot?
Yeah. They both
It's a
have.
9. Because the
Okay.
dot's on this side, 6 has the
Oh.
dot near the bottom.
Okay.
So that's a 9. Total?
9.
10, 11.
10.
Because you had your dex.
Okay.
15. I like
11, 15,
21.
21.
8. I'm still in the doorway, aren't I?
Yes.
Alright.
You're going first.
Some bitch. Okay, can I get to one of them?
Yes.
Yeah, allies don't impede you.
I'm gonna do that.
Do you want to go to the one on the left or the right?
Left.
Okay.
I'm gonna hit it with my sword.
Thank
A sword.
With my sword.
Roll to hit with your sword.
My sword.
Sword.
My crowbar.
That's pretty heckin' good. 22.
Nice. That
I
hits.
think that's what I hit it with last time too.
Yeah, there were a lot of
D8s.
20s and 22s last time.
D8 this time. 7.
Nice. Yeah, you run over and slash it with your sword and open up a big gash on it. And their turn is next. So it is immediately going...
Oh hell.
Oh, that's not until the next turn. So it's going to try and hit you. What's your AC?
16.
Okay.
Hey, same.
So it misses with its first attack. And with its second attack. It tries to bite and claw at you, almost like trying to get you in a bear hug and bite you. And you're like you block its claw so it can't get a hold and then jerk your head out of the way where its jaws snap at you.
Kind of rope-a-dope.
Basically. And then the second one moves over to you because you're the closest thing and they're not very bright.
Oh hell. Is it getting advantage because it's flanking?
No, but it did nat 20.
Oh hell.
So you take 4 damage as it claws you. Or no, 4 damage as it bites you, I'm sorry. And then it misses with its claws.
Well, thank God. Thank the Allmother.
As it just like tries to sink its teeth
You
in your
alright,
metal
kid?
arm.
Fine.
You gotta earn for that!
Your turn, Minnie.
I have my bow already
Tensed.
Yeah.
tensed, and I'm gonna roll for firing at
Yes, Queen. Which one?
the
One.
one that's like attacking
The
you.
one that fucking bit him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or that's Dex, right?
So that's what, the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you add your dex and your proficiency modifier.
Yeah. So 19, 24.
It definitely hits.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
roll a d6 and add your dex modifier.
5, 10.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah, you catch it in the neck, like it doesn't kill it, but it's definitely like bleeding this disgusting ooze down quite profusely.
Great.
Blah.
It's your turn.
How
I've been
far
out of the
am
church
I
my
from
whole life.
you?
This is really gross.
You are at the doorway, so you're about 30 feet from all of this.
30 feet.
So well within range of your acid splash.
Okay.
Or your ray of frost.
Does being
I
on
thought
one
the
knee
ray of
typically
frost
count as
was
being
smaller.
prone?
No.
Okay.
Because you're still able to stand up with one motion. You don't have to like get under yourself and waste your movement.
You have to scramble around. Once you know.
Because I mean, that's how like if you were mid combat and had to duck down so people behind you could shoot. That's what you
Yeah.
drop to. Because it's easy to stand back up once you're reloaded.
Okay, I do Ray of Frost since Acid Splash might splash on my
Your crystal ball
companions.
glows with blue energy.
It'd be much better if I can juggle a crystal ball.
So there's one that just
Oh,
completely
darn.
hasn't been touched yet.
Oh
Yes.
darn.
6.
6 total.
Plus
Well,
what?
6
B plus your charisma modifier plus proficiency.
Charisma plus proficiency. Charisma's 3, proficiency.
So
Two.
it's a 13.
2.
So oh, it's a plus 3? Okay,
Plus
sorry, I
three.
thought it was a plus 5. So that's
11.
9, 10, 11. That hits.
Nice.
Their armor class sucks.
So damage on that is what? D6?
I believe we're
Or a
a
D8.
D8 because
I think
it's
it's
not
a
AoE.
D8.
I think you're correct because it was a D6 in older editions.
Yeah.
So D8.
It was a D3 in older editions. Cantrip
8.
sucks.
God, can't
Axe
terrible.
damage. Which one were you
Sweet.
hitting? Were you
The
hitting
one that just got hit with an arrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a D8, and if it survives, its speed is reduced by 10.
Queen.
It seems like it's shrugging off the cold pretty easily, but it's definitely not happy that it got hit with that.
I'm sure it isn't.
Like one of its arms is covered in frost. And it is definitely going to be moving slower if it tries to move away from him.
Oh, good.
Your turn.
Can I get adjacent to David without being adjacent to one of the beasties?
If you circle around, yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Like use your entire movement to go out around.
Yeah. And I'm going to put out my arm and touch shoulder, and from inside my backpack, a mechanical spider crawls out over to where he was bitten, and it starts stitching the wound closed with radiant golden glowing threads, which then the threads disappear and it crawls back and casting Cure Wounds.
Okay.
I hate it.
I think it's neat, but also terrifying.
I hate it.
You heal for the 4 damage you took.
Swiggity swank.
All right. Back to the top of the order. I need you to make a con save.
No, thank you.
Too bad.
Oh.
I call it Doc.
14.
Yeah, this stench that's coming off of them is like forming a thick cloud close to them. Not far enough for you to smell like a distance away, but it's like this disgusting cloying odor of rot. And you're like coughing a bit, but you're able to shrug it off. It seems like your constitution is allowing you to like push through it.
I'm surprised. I've lived in the church my whole life.
But you were trained to fight monsters.
Weak
Sure.
boy you are.
What?
Nothing. So, your turn.
What? Okay. I'm going to attack the same one that I attacked before. And I hope I kill it. Nice. So that's 23.
That hits.
Hooray! Max damage.
Nice!
10.
That's really good. How much damage did you do last time? 6?
6.
I want to say it was 6.
Something like
Yeah.
We'll call it 6.
It's still up, but barely. Like, it's teetering from the loss of...
Well, then we'll call it 7.
We'll call it Icker that's coming out of it. It's teetering from the loss of Icker.
Didn't also take an arrow to the neck?
The other one did. There were two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to you. They're both still up, but they both look fairly badly hurt.
I'm gonna draw back another arrow and aim for the same one with the arrow
I just
in the
realized I
neck.
entirely skipped the monster's turn.
That's totally fine. Oh, you need. She hasn't rolled yet. You can do the monsters.
Yeah, you can.
I'm gonna do that. Sorry.
That's
Hit me,
fine.
you want the balls?
I mean, we're both gonna try. Your AC
Okay.
is 16?
Yes.
Okay. Well, luckily they suck at this. That
Hooray!
barely hits.
Look, some out of spell slots.
You take 3 damage.
I just fixed that!
And my dice are doing what they always do, and I'm so sorry.
Did you crit me?
Yep.
Oh.
So you take a total of 10 damage.
I'm unconscious.
As soon as you fall prone, the other one, because that was one of their turns, turns towards you because you hit it in the neck with an arrow and moves over in your direction.
Just suddenly.
Oh,
As far as they can tell, you didn't hurt
Does
them.
it have to pass me?
Yes, actually it does, because of the angle it was at. So you
Right.
get an attack of opportunity. You haven't hurt them yet, so it's assuming to kill that first.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Drawing up throw over free actions, I have light hammers on me, so I just kind of
Eh!
drop the crossbow and backhand with the hammer. So let's see, my strength is
Blam.
wonderful. Plus
Yeah,
4.
you can explore a little. Just
Huh?
here if there's a knock.
17. 17 to hit.
That hits.
You're not
The
Annabelle.
light hammer is a D6?
Sorry. I didn't hear who he asked to do it. So.
Fine.
Light hammer or D6 or D4? I don't remember.
Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. They have a player's handbook right
If we
here.
don't, Bosco will hear
The
it.
new one.
What's wrong? Oh no.
Counting on Bosco and his whiny lines. And his love of
Did
dominoes.
they say they're out for delivery now? Hopefully
Light hammer,
it's
you
the same
said?
Yeah.
dominance.
1d4.
24 plus
Someone
strong 4 damage.
That is what it had left. So as it runs by, you just club it in the back of the head with your hammer, and it sputters to the
Hi,
floor.
friends.
It's like the Celtic.
you miss me?
It's like the Celtic style hammer. So I
Bosco,
with the
go,
spike end.
go
and
wait
put-
at the door. We need you to answer the door.
So
I'm gonna go wait at the door. You guys keep going until I get back.
the rest of its turn is done because it's dead. Your turn, and there's one left up.
I'm gonna fire my arrow at the one left.
As always, my DM dice are horrible, and they've crit twice this
Oh.
session.
Oh.
I got a 12.
That hits.
Okay.
All
They
right.
have a really bad AC.
A 3.
Plus Dex.
8.
That finishes it off.
Baller.
So you're unconscious on the floor.
Oh yeah.
So I go heal
Do I have to make a
Dave.
death
Aye.
saving throw?
Give me an
Dave.
herbalism check.
Dave.
20
Yep.
It would be a
Hmm.
medicine.
Oh yeah,
20.
medicine check.
medicine.
Do you have medicine?
God,
you do.
please don't kill me.
Well, she nat 20 and has a +4.
Oh, thank God!
So you're conscious again and not bleeding out.
Contact with a
Hooray!
hit point.
Yep.
Like we're both crushed over to you because that's pretty.
Ah!
You alright, kid?
As she's like smelling a foul-smelling poultice on your wounds.
Between that and the ichor smell, I throw up.
I'm gonna scan the
I'm
room
just like,
for anything
"Thank
else
you."
while they're tending to
Oh.
David.
Okay.
I use mending to patch up any damage to your armor
15.
your teeth might have done.
Okay.
Nice.
If
It
you,
looks
pull out,
like
a stone with a
whoever
wound on it, it
was
glows.
originally in charge of this place. These bones are very old. These things have been starving in here for gods know how long, and it didn't kill them somehow. There are the picked clean bones of the previous inhabitants of this place in the center of the room, and
surprised there
some
wasn't
of their
just one
valuables
left.
since they couldn't be digested. So there is a total of 40 gold, as well as a necklace, which is effectively a large ruby set in gold.
Hey,
10 gold apiece.
Magic Man, you want to check these out again?
You got it. We each got 10 gold, right? So
Yep.
it's 40.
Yep.
I'll write that down. Yeah, and I will ritual cast identify.
Wheezes with my one hit
It
point.
doesn't seem that the necklace is magical. Gold just doesn't corrode, and gems last a long time.
Perfectly safe, nothing but valuable. And I hand you the gems because I know they're your favorite thing.
Thank you. Good sir.
Gems! Shiny gemses!
Is there anything else in this room, like doorways that we came
This room-
through?
It appears that this was the room they pursued the people who owned the place into, and then got trapped inside.
Might I suggest a night's rest for our friend here, and then explore the rest of this holy
Does.
ground in the morning?
Sounds good to me.
So far, it seems like it's
You
worth our
burned
time.
it.
I think so far it seems like it's worth our time.
Yeah.
I still get to boil his first drink after a day like today.
If he doesn't want it, I'll drink it.
I'm pretty sure we didn't drink all of the gold I spent earlier, so...
So did you guys want to stay in the dungeon for a rest, or did you want to head back to town?
So we go back to the inn.
You're not far from here.
Someplace nice and warm, and we can get a hot meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm pretty sure we didn't
I'll
drink
link
all the
back to
gold
the
we
inn.
spent. So we still probably got drinks waiting for us.
Yeah, and you got both seals off the doors, so...
Right.
Alright.
Alright, cool.
In that case, we'll wrap up there with you heading back to town for a rest before returning to the dungeon next time. Since it's getting close to
Hooray.
9 o'clock anyway.
It is.
Well, did you want to... Are you just hoarding the gems, or did you want to sell those for value?
Or the gems.
I'm gonna hold on to them until we're done with that whole place.
Or
I
In
thought
case
I was
the
the
diner
dragon.
opens anything else.
but the rubies.
What do I hoard?
Is there anything else that you guys want to do before we wrap up?
Yeah, I want to restock my crossbow bolts.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, the
no.
General Goods store is more than able to help you
It's like,
restock.
well, it's a coin.
I'm
it's a
gonna
gold
rest
for
at the
10, right?
church. So I don't have to pay for a room.
Yeah, they're more than willing to put you up in one of the small side rooms.
I'm good.
I collapse and fall asleep.
How much is it for a room at the inn?
Room at the
million
inn is 5
gold.
silver.
$5 silver? Alright.
Well, that
The
gets rid of
rooms
my
are
silver.
small but well made and very very cozy.
How many silver?
5.
So,
So-
half a gold.
Silver I already had there.
Yeah,
See, 6 gold.
from that one instance.
Well, I mean, you got 5 silver from the dungeon.
Right.
Yeah, so I use them.
Well, I hope everybody in chat had fun. I also hope Proxy comes back soon because I don't know how to stop the stream.
Oh, I got it.
Well, he just had to keep going until he got back. So.
There's Domino's.
There's Domino's. Doggonos.
Dog nose. Dog nose.
Everyone
Doggonos.
enjoy my shirt for a second here.
It's the best.
It is the best.
Annabelle's a little biased though.
She definitely is.
We'll be back in 2 weeks, correct?
2 weeks.
Yep.
I don't believe there's anything stopping us.
I have
On that
prepared
date?
This moment. I have. Thank you, everybody, so much for coming. My life is great, and this was a wonderful session, I think. So, bam, ending. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. Bye bye. Bye bye.